Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Oh, shut your mouth. If you want one single clap. Well, actually, I'll tell you something. Something's wrong with our setup. You can just see the other camera underneath. Do you see that?
Oh, yeah.
I got that right when I did it the first time. I'm going to have to bring that down.
You're going to have to bring that down.
Yeah. Well, it's going to happen here. There's nothing. It wasn't in the shot. It wasn't in the shot, Jeremy. How am I going to do this?
I think it might be just the leg. Is it? Has the leg been pushed or something?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, maybe like that. Hey, look at that.
There you go.
Are we still in shot? That's what I want to know. Sorry.
We'll just do our thing.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Right. Now I can do it. Right.
Right.
One of its legs are both the same. It's
just...
my favourite streamer and Alex. I can see how this is going to go. Right.
Hey.
I want to clap again. Just want to...
Hang on a sec then. Because I want to clap with you like some kind of Japanese sumo thing. Like, ready?
Is that going to help, though? Surely we're going to get 2 claps then. Or is this going to be the one sound of
one? It really doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we did it at the same time. Amazing.
Sync. Right.
Welcome in, everybody. God, goodness me. It's episode 111.
Obviously, just as professional as always, knowing exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
In no way have we left the Christmas stuff going still. After, what is it now, the 10th? We're definitely past, 12 days since Tiffany died at this point.
I've got to just get this in a row. I love how it's still Christmassy on the...
Well, it's not now. I've literally just changed it because I'm like, right, I'm just
We're
going to
not
do
having that anymore.
I'm just doing that live. I'm not messing around anymore because that's 2 weeks in a row we've had Christmas intro when it is very clearly not fucking Christmas.
It's not, Jeremy. It's the 10th of January. Do you know what?
I'm as disappointed in myself as you are disappointed in me, Alex, let me tell you.
No, I'm not disappointed in you at all. I don't give a fuck. This is from the man who left his Christmas tree up for like 2 years. Like, I give a fuck that you've left. You can leave it on all year as far as I'm concerned, and we'll happily watch Father Christmas fall off his sleigh every week.
Maybe it's just me that's upset with myself then.
Maybe. Stop being so hard on yourself.
Give myself a good telling is what's happened. Yeah. But welcome in. It is indeed DGMS 111. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you very much for the bits and the subscriptions that have come in already.
We can go through who's in the stream.
Absolutely. Let's go back to the top and say hello. Harmstone was in first, obviously.
Yeah.
He just lives in the chat. He doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Tamsin, hello, Tamsin. Aletha, hello, Aletha.
Yes, welcome in.
Fresh Cope, hello.
He's here.
In my good graces already. I
love it.
Yeah. ABG, welcome in.
ABG.
Welcome in. First time chatter, Missy B. Hello, everyone.
Missy B.
Hello to you.
Hello. I know Missy B.
Oh, do you?
Yes, because she's been watching a lot, but lurking, basically.
Cool.
I think she called me out on the fact that we didn't say hello to her, and I'm like, you got to say hello as well, though.
Ah, well, if it's a first time chat, unless it was she said hello a long time ago. I think
they were kind of lurking, but we don't check the whole list.
No.
Do you know, we don't go to the list.
It's not very good Twitch etiquette to call out somebody who is lurking but does not chat.
Because some people like to be quiet, but then all that's happened is I forced her to kind of come into the limelight and join in.
Let's see if there's anyone we know lurking that hasn't said hello and we can call them out because...
Good luck with that because it's not working.
That doesn't work.
But anyway, yes.
That is ringed. That is not... And it's broken our chat. It's good stuff. It's all going really well here today on DGMS 111. Let's try and open that doc again.
Right, we're not closing that again. I don't want to know. I don't care who's...
not fucking that again.
Well, welcome in, Missy B.
Who else have we missed? Did we say ABG? Hello, ABG.
Yes.
And there's...
Did we say Will?
We did say Will.
Okay,
hello,
good.
Will. And there's an Ali. Hello.
Yeah, see, she's been lurking. She's been lurking. She's been at the back. She's like a backbencher.
Hey, I'm lurking
here. Hey, I'm lurking. I have a thing on my channel which is like, wave, I'm a lurker, kind of just as if to go like, hi, I'm supporting you. Don't talk to me. Because some people don't want to be spoken to. They're not like you and I.
No, indeed. Yeah. They just want to watch. They want to use Twitch.
Yes.
Like it's the television. And I'm all for that because that's kind of how I like to use Twitch most of the time as well. James 31 just rolling in. Hello. I like to be quiet. Well, when does that start then, mate?
I'd love to see James be
whatever.
quiet.
No chance.
Sometimes when I'm no chance. Sometimes when I'm going through the edit, I miss. You know how last week we couldn't get the chat because you didn't have your mouse. And I found all these gems from James that are just like never got read out. And
I felt like we were pretty shit with the chat last
Sorry.
week. I feel like there was loads of good chat that we missed, and it was because they couldn't follow our instructions, Alex. We were very clear.
I know.
We could not scroll up the chat last week because I forgot my mouse. So if you have something funny to say, then say it multiple times, is what we said last week. And did they do that? No.
The problem with this, Jeremy, is that we have trained them not to repeat themselves.
That's true. Yeah.
So
We've trained them well.
We're giving them mixed messages.
Yeah.
But yes, welcome in, Ali. Thank you very much for kindly saying nice things about my stream on Thursday.
Where you been as well? You hadn't streamed this year, says Ali. Yes, I haven't. I've been extremely busy. Like, work has been manic.
Yeah.
Went through a whole rebrand and everything. So that's been busy, and it's just been full on. But I will get back to streaming. I've got things to shoot and mechanical animals to ride and all other manner of games that I want to play.
I want the little things on the screen that we can make jump and stuff Jez knows. Well, you want that on this stream? It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Like, as I said this when I was on my stream, I'm just like, I'm not...
When he called you out?
Yeah. He said, where's that stuff? But we're very different people. I don't want that stuff on the screen. I think it gets in the way. But other people love it.
I like that stuff.
I know you do.
Yeah,
and I'm not having a go at you. You can fuck yourself and your stupid fucking acorns. I just don't like that shit. So...
He likes to be the center of attention. If there's anything else on the screen,
it takes away from me.
It completely distracts you from him. You just his face. I mean, the fact that his body is on the screen most of the time kind of upsets him.
It does.
Just wants it to be his face, mostly his mouth, going like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, that's a thing that worked. The hype train notification on the screen. Love that.
Yeah, because Tamsin dropped some bits, and that was all good. But yeah, here we are. Don't get me started, 111. Now, last week, I said that we had done 37 streams last year out of the 52 possible weeks we could have done.
Yeah.
And we were looking at that as an average. But so far, we've been good. No illness. We've got 3. Is this the third one of the year? Feels like
it's the second one of the year.
Oh, man.
Yes. Because
10th?
Third.
Oh, shit. It's hardly something to celebrate, is it? We've done 2!
Woo!
2!
And we haven't even finished this one. We could be struck down with illness right now and like just plague everywhere and have to stop the stream.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But excellent. Well, start as we mean to go on. Now, I forgot when we wanted to.
I just love that Aletha. We enjoyed all of James's jokes. We didn't forget our mice. Well,
that's
fair
true.
point. Good call out.
Sometimes it's important that chat entertains themselves because you can't guarantee that we'll be funny all the time. You know,
I think you can guarantee that. I think you've misspoken there.
You can guarantee it. We're funny all the fucking time. You better be laughing.
What you cannot bank on is us noticing you being funny, and you kind of have to laugh at yourselves. If like, there's only room for 2 funnies here.
Yeah.
Occasionally 3.
We can sub in, get in Tams in. Thank you very much if you've been following and sharing the TikTok channel, which is at DGMS Live. Everything is DGMS Live. If you put in !socials,
correct,
then you'll get all the DGMS Live
nice
stuff.
List of stuff.
Just follow that, share that, tell a friend.
TikTok's good. YouTube is starting to pick up as well.
Oh, cool.
We had our first DGMS Friday rerun last week of episode 1. Episode 2 is coming this Friday. There's some shorts up there, but they're frankly, dictatorship of 1-minute clips is hindering our ability to put up content there. But
well, we move forward relentlessly. The TikTok is good, but today I put up the one about the "Am I the arsehole for refusing to let my mother-in-law sleep in my bed?"
Good one.
Now, if you don't remember that one when we did it on the show, just go to TikTok, not now. And, well, we could do it now if you wanted to, I guess. And you can watch that. It's the one that went on today. And it's all about the mother-in-law is having renovations at the house. So the son and the daughter-in-law are hosting her in her own room. But she wants to go to sleep in their marital bed. Their marital bed.
Weird reason.
And I was reading the comments, which were good today.
Do you want the actual comment?
Yes,
because
please.
I know that your phone is up there.
My phone is over there trying to record the channel.
Yeah. Let me just put
which
it
is
up
what you
in
could
our,
see. I'm secretly we're double recording
in our
this.
group chat. There you go.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So someone commented to say, someone random said, that mother-in-law sounds unhinged. Why would she need to nap in her son and his wife's marital bed?
It's a reasonable question.
That's just weird. And then someone says, my guess, strap in for this. My guess, it allows her to imagine herself being married to her son, living and owning the house, and that being her bedroom. And I thought, that is a bit of a fucking leap, I have to say.
It's a big old stretch. I hope you don't pull a muscle there, mate.
And then the person afterwards, which I haven't got on that screenshot, the person afterwards goes, ooh, that's horrible. He went, yes, isn't that disgusting? And I'm like, no, yes, that would be disgusting.
This is how rumour starts.
I'm not convinced that's the reason why she likes it.
That was not in the ITA.
Is this a comment of the week segment?
Oh, hell yeah, we should be doing
do a
that.
comment of the week.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we can do that for the other ITA that is on TikTok, because that is, it's gone away with the races and there are too many comments. We're still getting quite good ones.
But that one blew my mind when I read it today, because the other day there was one which this guy was being racist. I don't want to repeat it, but he did hit the line on one of our ones. The people are getting in the way on paths. People are getting in the way on paths.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
And he said, listen, I'm not being racist, but, and then he just said,
and then he was just racist.
And then he just said, such and such always gets in the way on paths. And I'm like, yes, that is being racist.
That is being racist.
Completely racist.
B, that wouldn't even be a thing here where we are, you Burke, because it was...
It's just like...
It was a very American, I don't even want to say problem, like...
Is it me, or do I expect all our people commenting just to be like commenting the same way? Why do I expect people to have the same values we do? Why do I expect people are going to like, ha ha ha, that was funny. Why is she sleeping in the bed? What an idiot. Why doesn't she go home? Ha ha, and all that sort of stuff. And then someone says, I think she's in love with her son and wants to get into bed with him. And I'm like, whoa, no. What are you talking about? So...
Yeah, perhaps Dr. Fruitbat is right. I think the commenter is hiding something. Perhaps they have their needs and desires.
Yeah, they've made this decision to kind of like pick that. I honestly, please check it out. Have a look at them. That's the point of TikTok, is they're very short, and
go and look at the comments as well.
Look at the comments.
They're invariably pretty good.
I don't know how to respond to those things. Should we be the one to say, dear person, no, don't be. What are you thinking of? You know, what are you doing? Don't be stupid.
I think we're responding to it in the best way possible, i.e. make content of it and talk about it on the show. Sounds like an odophile. I did wonder if it was an Oedipus thing, but isn't that the other way around?
Yeah,
isn't that the son wanting to sleep with mother?
What does it become if
it's the other way around? Am I right in thinking that the Oedipus complex is wanting to sleep with his mother?
Yes. So, what if it's mother wanting to sleep with a son?
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, I don't know.
Welcome to the Psychology Hour with Alex and Jez.
Yeah. I don't know, but suffice to say...
I'm not sure I want to know either.
I don't want to get into it.
No,
but it just... Comments are a hotbed. Most people are just... I hesitate to say the word wholesome, but most people are just joining in the fun that it's intended.
Yeah, this is not wholesome. Let's get that right.
What I mean is, most people aren't like that. Most people are like, just, ha, 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 what a fucking idiot. And you're like, good. Yeah. And other people are like, I think he wants to murder them. And I'm like...
Most people understand the meaning of the term comedy.
It's just
we are doing this for the funny, not for the, deep philosophical conversation and psychological analysis. I do like James's comment there, though. It's very clever. Eat a cock instead of eat a puss.
That's a bit too clever for this
It's a bit
stream.
too on the nose, that.
Yeah.
But I do like it. A pussy-d, pronounced pussy-d complex.
Huh.
Is that sounds made up, but also sounds not made up.
Everything's made up on this stream. And last week, when we had a little story about the walrus wanking on the beach in Scarborough. By the way, if you weren't here last week and you've just heard me say the words walrus wanking on the beach of Scarborough and thinking, what did I mishear? No, you did not mishear. But like...
you missed my reaction more than anything, because I did not know that was coming.
No, me neither. But I guess the thing is...
I know that was a poorly chosen turn of phrase.
That's the standard, though, isn't it? That's where we're at the moment. So, today, I don't know if
I
it's
fucked up.
today. We're not. I don't
We
know.
didn't actually.
We're not fucking up.
No.
Where did you want to put? You know that stupid clip I found right at the beginning.
Yeah, I would say either now or in the sea.
Let's say. Maybe we do it now.
Okay. Would you like me to just press the button and play the clip? Or...
Yeah, this is something I found on TikTok.
Yeah. Oh, cool. That's a way of introducing it.
So this morning I heard someone refer to the cost of living crisis as the cosy lives. And honestly, I'm not okay. I mean, I kind of love it, but also no. Absolutely not.
So, admittedly, our little DGMS thing gets out over the way of her subtitles there. But did you hear that correctly? That she instead of talking about cost of living, she's heard someone shorten it to cosy
lives.
Cosy lives.
Mm.
Honestly, I'm kind of. Do you remember when it was the platinum?
Do you remember?
Do you remember the time? The Platinum Jubilee was shortened to Platitubes.
I had forgotten, and then I watched the Big Fat Quiz of the Year, and it reminded me. Thanks so much for that.
Platinum Jubilee is Platitubes. That's fucking shit. And now cost of living is Cosy Lives.
Don't forget as well, there was Ali Pally.
Ali Pally.
For Alexandra Palace.
I just can't. Guys, can we just stop, please? I don't want to hear any more of this shortening of things in dumb ways. I've had it does come on Hollybobs. By the way, Hollybobs doesn't even make any sense.
No. It takes longer to say Hollybobs than it does to say holiday.
Yeah. And even if you were saying holidays,
it is hella stupid. You shut your dirty mouth.
Hella's acceptable.
Hella is amazing.
But that's what I guess I'm saying is just like what
Hella's not short for anything anyway.
No.
It's a word in and of itself.
Hella.
So
I'm feeling hella good. Jocasta complex. What the hell? What's that?
Will's been googling. That's the I think that is the mother wanting to sleep with son. I think he's been googling. He's like, no, I must have this answer.
I was like, what's that short for? Okay, right, cool. At least we know where we stand.
I thought hella is short for hell of a lot. Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but notice he said shortenings that are dumb. That one's not dumb.
No.
Don't forget the capital.
Just saying, where will this end, Jeremy? What point do we have to say this far and no further? I thought it should have ended at Platitubes. Now we've got Cosy Lives. What's energy crisis? I can't even think what that's going to be. Anycrease. Oh God.
Yeah. It's anything with like a sibilant sound at the end that they like to do, isn't it? Platitubes.
Yeah.
Cosy Lives.
Paedipus. I'm wondering.
I think that's a different thing. Anyway, let's
just
swiftly.
I just thought we'd show you that at the beginning because it was something that came up, and we thought we'd just drop it in just to.
But I do
maybe
think
to wind me up.
I do think Harmstone is right in terms of C. That comes under the Platitubes rule.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Platitubes rule of episode 86. Actually, he'll be able to tell us which.
He will be able to tell us, but it was probably, I'm going to say 96.
Feels
more
more like.
86.
Yes, I think you're right.
Definitely 90s.
It felt more getting. Yes, I think you're correct.
Yeah.
Really.
Post permanent move here.
Mm-hmm.
Pre DGMS 100.
Yes. He's furiously looking on the thing there.
Yeah. Just wait for him to clack away there.
So, do you want to move along?
Why not? Yeah.
Because a lot's been going on this week, and we invite you to tell us what's happened in the segment we call This Is Happening.
In a world filled with haps and naps, two men have risen above to bring you This Is Happening.
This is a segment where we kind of discuss all the good things and the bad things and stuff like that, and you can do the same thing. We kind of just get into it a little bit. I have to say, did you ever read 1984, the book?
I did not. I mean to at some point, but I've never done so.
They have I think in that they have double speak, or I think they have a lot of stuff. Like instead of saying things are good, they say double plus good, or like instead of excellent, they just use the same words and just add stuff to it. And like Orwell's predicting the death of language, basically. And I think we're living in those days now where everyone's just like, fuck it, shorten shit out.
Yeah, language died a long time ago. They said that like text speak would ruin our language. And I don't think it did.
No.
I think it was all the people that liked to use text speak. The text speak itself was fine. It's the people who are wrong.
It's the people who are wrong. Now, they can happen nap. Look at that. That's great.
Yeah, good. Fixed.
Cool.
Yeah, that was, for those that watched last week and could not happen that properly, Twitch had just decided all by itself to just turn off the channel points.
Yeah, you were quite annoyed with that earlier when you were fixing it.
Yeah, that's obviously a new feature where you can just turn off the channel points. And yeah, it did that without me asking it to. So thanks, Twitch. You utter bellends.
So is this still the thing where we're going to go through... Because I've forgotten. It's been a week.
It is still the thing where we can go through all of
I don't know how many weeks.
Not a terrible amount. If you have any haps and naps, get them in now.
Feel free, because we're going to discuss our own ones.
Yeah, and we're not going to do yours after this segment. So
no. So if you've got something good about your life, you might want to share it now.
Or bad.
Or bad.
Yeah. Not like, sad bad.
Heartbreakingly bad.
Yeah, make it funny.
Funny bad.
Yeah, like I walked into a shoe or something.
Talking about that, right? Let me tell you my hap.
Oh, yeah?
Sorry.
Have I just accidentally segued?
Haps. You did. Oh, my God. Amazing segue. My nap today, but just basically today, is that all day I have been a clumsy twat. And it's just been irritating the absolute shit out of me.
I mean, that's an upgrade from just being a twat.
Yes. I'm a clumsy twat. I woke up this morning and I got up quite early. And granted, it was a bit dark. And I tripped over a suitcase as I left the room. And I'm like, oh my God, of course that's there like that. And I stubbed my toe. And I, in an irritating way, like I was going to kind of like, when you get annoyed with your own toe. And I'm like, fucking stupid toe. And then as I went to leave, I think I stubbed it again on the edge of this couch. And then as I was walking downstairs, I was like, oh my God, this is fucking ridiculous. And it really set me off badly for the day. And then later on, when I was setting this up, over which you can't see where our laptop and all our mixer is, there's a kind of like the table comes up, like a leaf comes up, and then you pull out the leg to support it. And as I did that, I hit it into my own foot. And then I tried to set up the light. And as I was extending it, it didn't. I stubbed my toe again on the tripod-y base of it, at which point I sat the fuck down. I honestly, guys, I just sat here. I just went, right. I just had to stop doing anything in the hopes of resetting myself. In the hopes that I could, when someone says count to 10, just count to 10. I just sat here and got 30 seconds of not doing anything because everything I touch turns to stubbed toe. I was just like, I can't. That's my. I don't know what it is. And the things I mentioned, that's not. I've had about another 5 or 6 things, but I just can't remember what they are. Just all day long, just like moving things and knocking myself into them. I'm like, oh Jesus.
There's sometimes days are like that.
This is one of those days.
Yeah.
I don't normally have those sort of days. I just don't. There's nothing worse than like. It's not even like there's lots of stuff in the way here. We've moved a lot of stuff out of the way, and sometimes you think, how do you bite your tongue? I don't even understand. How do you misjudge a doorway so you hit your shoulder into a door jamb? Do you know? And you're just like, what the fuck was I?
Yeah, shit you do every day without issue or consequence should be just second nature, and
somehow
you fuck it up.
You just catch your foot on the kind of lip of a paving slab, and you go like that. When I went down for Christmas at the Harbour Arm. When Aletha was away, and we just had the mega stupid amounts of stuff on that first TikTok thing that went crazy. And I went into the cocktail shop. I went into the cocktail shop, and it was just loads of bespokey cocktail packages you could buy for Christmas. And I thought to myself, I was trying to look in absolutely everything. But it did mean that a lot of the time I didn't want something. And I went in there and it's like a lot of alcohol, and it turned out I didn't really need any of it or want any of it. And it was quite expensive for things, and I didn't need anything. So I turned around, and I don't know how to get out of a shop. Because once I was in there, does this sound ridiculous?
It does a bit, yeah. I'm just confused. I would invite you to listen to what you said.
I know, I don't want to. I like it.
I don't know how to get out of a shop.
Yeah, I feel like, and this is going against my own rules, and I feel like when you go down to the Christmas markets, there's an expectation you might buy something. They're all looking at you with big puppy dog eyes, like you should be buying something. But once I got in there, I realized I didn't want. And I had a quick look around to see if anything attracted me. But once it didn't, and I'd made that decision quickly. It looked like I just walked in there, looked around, and just walked out again. And whilst I wanted to do that, I felt like I needed to give the woman behind the counter just a small amount of information in order to allow me to leave. Like, thanks very much, even though that's such a stupid thing to say. I couldn't just leave it. I couldn't just walk in and leave it. Would you have just walked in and left again?
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't. You just said something.
No, I would. No, I think you underestimate what a prick I am.
No, that's a good point. You were absolutely right.
Like, no,
Most of the time I did this.
I will walk in. I will look at the stuff with a view to if there's something that I like or I'm interested in or would be nice for somebody else, that I will buy it. But if all they are presenting me is total fucking shit, then of course I'm not just going to buy something.
No, I mean, I didn't want to buy something. I just wanted to find a way to kind of...
You're walking out without buying anything is a message to them to cut their shit out and give you something, produce something that is worth buying. I mean, it's a gift for them.
That's fine. That's nice. One of the only gifts I gave this year, but that's fine. But I did have an expectation I might find something. Didn't quite find something I wanted. I thought maybe some interesting alcohol or something like that. But it's not like I couldn't leave. Plenty of the places around there, I did manage to leave and just walk straight out. But I felt there needs to be some sort of nudge.
You remembered how doors work,
I did.
folks.
There isn't even a door. It was so easy, Jeremy, to get out of the place.
Just had to literally walk backwards.
Walk back through the open... It's so easy to walk out, right? But I felt I need to have a kind of just a social nod or social cue to get me out. Like, thanks.
I mean, I will say hello to shopkeep.
And I said hello when I went in.
And if I don't buy anything, or if I do buy something, I will also say goodbye. But that's got nothing to do with them and their shop. That's just me saying hello and being sociable.
I don't know what it was. I just felt like I needed sometimes, and honestly, this isn't really me. And often, although it's unsurprising because I like to chat or give an opportunity, but like I'd gone in, I think she'd nodded at me, so I felt like in the need to kind of look around. But then she knew I didn't want anything, so I was going to turn around and just be cool about it. And then as I turned around and walked out, I headbutted her sign on the way out. And
slick.
It was oh my God, it was so slick. So basically I went in, looked around the place. I had my AirPods in as well. Like,
do you know how you recover from that? But it's really
telling everyone on stream.
It's really niche and only like 2 people will ever get it. But the one time that it comes off, it'll be fantastic. So if you accidentally headbutt a sign on the way out, you just turn around and say, "Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose." See, this is my audience. And I hope somebody out there must get that.
Mate, no, you've got it. I think
Dr. Fruitbat, hello.
Dr. Fruitbat might.
Maybe.
I think
Freshcope is hometown, right?
There's another guy who I was friends with from LARP who's a guy called Chris, and Chris would love that joke. But I don't think that Anyway, so I kind of want to go up and get bits to kind of see what's going on in the chat. But anyway, bottom line was I tried to make a kind of like leaving, kind of like thanks, that sort of thing. Even though I didn't need to say anything, and walked into It wasn't like a massive walk. It was just the top of my head. You would have walked straight into it. Well, you wouldn't because you'd probably been more aware.
I'm quite conscious of things at my head level because everything is. The world is built for midgets. They're not built for jezzes.
This place was just the back of the sign was black and the outside was black. And as I left it, I didn't realise it.
Sounds like a lawsuit.
It would kind of just hit there.
Clear eyes, full hearts. You've been served.
If they say hello on the way and then you say bye or thanks on the way out, if not, walk out.
I'm at a bit of and I will go back in the chat and look at stuff in a minute. I'm at a bit of a hello, greeting people quandary at the moment.
Oh, really?
Because when I go out for a run, which is a hat. I went out for a run again to try and lose this fucking monstrosity. I've been like trying to say hello to people, especially like other runners.
Yeah.
But I feel like people are becoming more and more ignorant by the week. And I don't know if it's me and whether I'm just...
They've seen you a few weeks now.
I look so like disheveled and out of breath and fucked that they're like, no, I don't want to bother him. He might keel over. But like I try to like smile at everyone and say hello on the way past. And some people are like, hello. Mostly old people. Old people are like hello. And then people in like our age group or younger are just like head down. Don't even want to say hello to people. I just don't get it. Say hello, you cunts.
People don't really. Are they fellow runners or are you just chasing them?
Depends.
Someone who owes you money. Will's dropping a bit of Dutch in there.
That's
Just
all,
about to see it.
That's all you, mate.
Oh yeah.
Shall I try and read it for the lols?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Jij zegt hallo en ik zeg tot ziens.
Tot ziens was correct. In fact, most of it was correct. But that first is jij. Jij zegt hallo en ik zeg tot ziens. You say hello and I say...
Dutch or Klingon?
It's Dutch.
Sound like when you went...
Ik zeg. Ik zeg. It's the G that gets the throaty treatment.
Nice. That's the Klingon-y bit.
You say hello and I say goodbye. You say hello. Wait, it doesn't go like that. Anyway, I don't know why. I'm just talking about times when I've hit my head, stubbed my toe. There's no recovering from that. There's no recovering from that. Even if I did want to buy something from Wild Box Cocktails, I could never go back there again.
Wild Box. Doom, 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 doom. You make my cocktails. Doom, 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 doom. I don't want anything today. Doom, 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 doom. Wild Box.
They should listen.
Down, 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 down. Wild Box.
I think my head hurts.
Where's the exit?
It's over there.
I want to know for sure.
I just told you. Oh, dear. Anyway.
Point at them and yell, "My man," to everyone you pass. Hey, that's a good one.
My man.
Yeah. Maybe I just need to be more obvious and just like go, yo, or just raise my hand in some way and just be so outrageously hello that they can't ignore me. And if they do, then I think that's grounds to chase them down and put my forearm in the back of their head, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Good.
Give them the silent upwards nod. I think actually upwards nods are for people that you know, and downwards nods for people you don't know, I think, basically. But it's up to you.
I don't think I've ever done an upwards nod.
Like, to you, I might be like, what's up? Like,
with the exception of right now at the camera that I just did.
If I saw ABG, I'd be like, sup? Like, I wouldn't do that because that's weird. But, I mean, that's what I was doing when I hit my head on the sign. Like, that's why I hit it.
I can't do it without making my chin do this weird dastardly Dan thing. Like, well, not dastardly, desperate Dan.
Desperate Dan. And then... I don't know.
There's a perfect example. Fourth X Panda. Hello. Right, how are we going to greet Fourth X Panda? No, I don't like it. I can't do that. Let's try downward.
My head is now swiveling up and down like a fucking
like
insane person.
Like with the doff of the cap. Good day.
Yeah, do you know what? I can't talk. When I was running, I didn't want to have a conversation or even say hi to anyone. And one time when I went running, Matt Moat decided he wanted to come running with me, and then he decided to have a conversation. And I'm like, when I used to run alone, so it never even crossed my mind what might happen. Although in the back of my mind, it was like, well, I never want to talk. And then he was like, well, this is quite good, isn't it? Leeds looks nice tonight, blah, 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 or whatever, you know. And I'm thinking, and as I'm running, I'm like, I can't talk back to you. Why are you talking to me?
I think I'm more surprised that out of the two people you've described, Matt Moat is the one that was trying to have the conversation and could hold the conversation while running.
Can't talk while running.
Not to, throw shade on him. I'm just pointing out the obvious.
What was he desperate about? Desperate Dan. Desperate to beat fucking Dennis the Menace in the ratings, I think. Absolutely desperate in Dandy. Which, of course, I had both of as a child because I was so spoiled. But
I bought both as well.
Well, my brother had...
But with my own pocket money.
Dandy, and I had Beano. And as a result, we read both.
How much was the Beano when you were buying it?
Oh God, I couldn't know. Perhaps it was 20p.
It was 38 pence when I was buying it.
That makes sense.
Inflation.
So I'm fucking clumsy, and that's what's pissed me off. And you're fucked off. I can see you've written just fuck off. The rain.
Just fuck off.
And
that's
the wind,
what I've
Jeremy.
written on the board. Yeah, the wind as well can do one, but mostly the rain. I've had enough now. Is it not summer yet? I'm bored. I'm bored of the winter.
Yeah.
I just don't like it.
This is prime falling off the roof weather, Jeremy.
So we are nearing the anniversary of almost falling off the roof.
That's true.
I think that was a February event, if I remember rightly.
I don't know. When I'm reading ABG stuff, I never know what's true. I was running in my leggings and some builder's wolf whistled for a joke, causing me to trip over and tear the arse off my new running leggings to a massive roar of applause and whooping.
How do you know it was a joke? Maybe they were genuinely giving you a wolf whistle.
Both very true.
Like, I've seen you in those leggings, mate.
Do you know what, ABG, Darren, you know how to make me feel good. I went in to not buy cocktails, walked out, and lightly struck my head
That's
in
the,
an
like the
unmissable
tamest
way.
of stories.
Right. You telling me that you fucking got wolf whistle tripped over and tore the arse out of your leggings just makes me feel like, well, that could have been me, I guess.
Perhaps your problems are not quite as bad as you thought.
Imagine if I'd have like hit my head on that thing. The sign swung down. I dodged it. It was quite close to the edge of the harbour arm. My fucking AirPods Pro 2 dropped out, and I stooped over to pick them up and fell into the sea. That would have been a bad day. but I caught him. And do you want to go through these things that people have said?
Yes, indeed. Apparently they can't nap. Thanks, Twitch. Thanks for fucking nothing. Hat from Harmstone. Jez has seen Traitors Australia. I have.
What did you think of it?
It was good. It's not as good as the British one.
Well,
other opinions may
I'll have
differ.
to watch it, and then I can tell you.
I did mean to bring it round for you.
That's okay.
So you could have it, but
well,
that can still happen.
I tell you what, Aletha will be unhappy. She will be unhappy that we don't get, like, how many episodes? Like 10 or 12 or whatever?
12, 13, something like that. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
But you said earlier that
Hour
there's
apiece.
did you say there's an American one?
American one starts this week, I believe. Yeah, they're dropping all of that in one go on Peacock, so we'll partake in that. Yeah. Jez, don't bring that shit around. I need my sleep.
She's already asleep.
I tell you what, go to sleep while he watches it.
That's what she does.
This seems to make sense. Like, make him stay in here and watch it on the television.
We have a television in the bedroom.
And you go and use the TV in the bedroom and fall asleep.
I could just watch it in here.
Yeah,
I
you
have no
should.
problem with that.
Yeah.
But the bed is so comfy. And the TV is so in front of me. I try, but then he screams at oh yeah, I do that. I'm like, what are you doing? Why would you do that? Why did you decide to say that? You fucking idiot.
None of this is a surprise, is it? Let's be honest.
Between the legging incident, the car battery, the shutter door, and the raised manhole cover, I've done some seriously hilarious injuries over the years. I try my best not to do that. Today, maybe I got all my stub toes out at once for the year. Let's hope. Hap, Aletha, started my 2022 scrapbook. That's good. She's got all the bits and pieces and the photos. I didn't know she had so many photos of the things we'd done, but she's sticking them in. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't understand scrapbooks. Not that I don't understand the point of them, because I do. I just don't understand how to do them and how they work.
I guess you just put things in an order that makes you feel happy and
Yeah, but what?
pictures of.
I don't have any.
Well, you better take some.
Right.
I don't know where she got them because suddenly they were all on her phone and now they're all in physical form.
It's a bit late now, isn't it, to do my 2022 scrapbook?
We can start now for 2023.
I suppose that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. And little things that you went to, like when you went to the cinema and then you got your little. I don't know whether people do that. I don't do a scrapbook either. Things that make you happy. Yes.
Right. I should probably scrapbook because my memory is terrible and I don't remember anything.
You'll be like, the next day, you'll be like, did we go to cinema yesterday?
I should immediately put things in a scrapbook.
While you're doing it.
As they happen. Because I won't remember by the time I've even got fucking home.
You'll be at the Royal Albert Hall and you'll be like, okay, I brought my scrapbook with me. Let's stick the ticket in there now. Just in case on the way home, I forget what we did today.
I mean, we are joking, but that is totally on brand for me. I will forget by the time we've even got home.
Hatbook.
It's gonna happen. Anonymous gifter gave a 1 month tub. Yeah, that.
1 month.
A 1 month tub to ABG.
Thank you very much,
kind Anonymous, and everyone else that has cheered or bitted or
very much appreciate
or subbed
that,
or any other words that I can't remember. Hap says, well, finally getting my OT starting tomorrow.
His offensive tackle.
I was going to go with overtime. Offensive tackle is good. Are they going to protect your blind side, Will, or are you going to put them out on the right? What's the
where's your OT starting?
What's the and I suppose it's important to know whether you're left or right-handed because that will govern what side of the line that they go on as well.
Do you know what? The other day we went to play laser tag, and that should be a Hap that was really good, except for Nap. My fucking thighs really ached after playing laser tag, and as we were standing there,
how were you?
Because what I was doing, I can't be heard like this. I was like had a gun and I was like squatting down.
You were.
And then I was popping up like that, and I just, in order to make sure that I was ready to. Oh my fuck, my foot up now. Because now I've managed to make my foot go all weird. But anyway, yeah. So in order to make sure that I could pop up at the right moment, I had to squat down and then pop up, and squat down and pop up and squat down. And
So you were teabagging.
yeah, basically. And essentially what that meant, I'm going to move my thing down like that, so that I could see the people and then drop down and then be ready in line. And so I was just squatting for ages, and I didn't think about it until the following day when I was like, fucking hell. But
I still don't get how that affected your thighs. That should be your quads.
I don't know, it's there. I
Your
guess maybe I was doing the wrong
hamstrings,
place,
yeah.
But yeah, you know when you're saying are you left-handed or right-handed to Will? We got in there, and they were helping us on with our packs and stuff. And they said, is anybody here left-handed? And Captain Brilliant went, yes.
And you were like, what?
What? And me and Duncan both just went, what? And he gave no more information. And then when we went in the next time...
I mean, I'm not sure what other information he could provide you.
But I was like, since when? He didn't say anything.
Since when?
And I was just looking at, this should come up.
It's a conscious choice, isn't it? I'd use whatever
It's
hand I
just,
want.
but it's so Captain
depending on
Brilliant.
the occasion.
And then he just kind of just went... And then we went in for the second and final game. We played 2 games. And the guy again said, anyone left-handed? And we both looked at Petty. Fuck. We both looked at Petty. And he didn't say it. He said, anyone left-handed? And Petty was just like... And we were like... No, not this time. And then we're just so confused. Very sinister. I like that.
Also, what difference does it make?
I think the gun is clipped on one of either side, so it's easier. I think I don't know because I'm not left-handed. I'm not left-handed. I didn't say yes, so I don't know, but I suspect it was a position of the gun. I honestly couldn't tell you, but
All right then.
oh my god, maybe I should get some wine. That would be a really good thing. I'll get it when we have a break or something.
Sure.
But I said break, I mean a thing. But oh my god, but Hap laser tag. And we were playing against these kids, and I don't know if you've ever played it in Cheriton, but there's one camp and another camp and a load of fucking bits that you can hide between. Not very well. So we were on the right-hand side, and it was just me, Captain Brilliant, Duncan the singer, Alex McNeese, who runs the choirs with Duncan, and Curly. And we were like playing. After we got out, these little kids would just run around like fodder, but they wouldn't hide and stuff. They just kept running around. So we were just like blap, 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 blap. Yeah, just killed all these kids. And as we left, we were standing next to Captain Brilliant and me, and this kid went,
"Are you left-handed?"
he said, "You guys are well sweaty." And I said, "Well, you know, we're a lot older than you." And I think, Jeremy, that sweaty does not mean what I think it means. He didn't mean
was he talking in the colloquial?
Yes, because
Right.
when he looks at Captain Brilliant, probably he thought, well, yes, you're right, he is sweaty.
Yeah.
But I
that's
think
reasonable.
sweaty means to, at least I'm taking this from context, means to take something too seriously. Like we were like really into the game. But,
Oh,
yeah. He's like, you guys are really really taking it far
we
too
need
seriously.
to put pointless fucking slang in the sea because that's bullshit.
Sweaty equals baity. Is that what? Is that-
Baity.
I don't know, but
I don't even know what that means in a laser tag context.
I don't know. They were bait. They were like just we'd throw one of them in and the rest of them all crowd around and we just shoot them.
them all.
Anyway,
Yeah, I didn't even know there was a laser tag in.
We can
in
go,
Cheriton,
'cause-
so that's cool.
it's a good. It is good. It is good, and I was really getting into it.
Shall we find out what the actual answer was for OT rather than?
Yeah.
Occupational therapist. Okay, yeah, I suppose you could put one of those on your blind side as well.
I hope that the occupational therapist was built because I need him to protect me.
From the defensive end. Next, looking at flats, might buy one. Exciting times, says Dr. Fruitbat.
We'll call him Dr. Fruit Flat. That would be weird.
I like that though.
Better have some fruit in there. But change your fucking name if you get a flat. Hi, I'm Dr. Fruit Flat. What? Why do they call you that? Where are you gonna come down? Come down southeast. Come down and hang out with all of us. You could go anywhere in the world. I don't actually know where you live. I have a suspicion I think I know where you live, but I'm not about to kind of like reveal that. But
Just dox you live on DGMS.
yeah. I mean, it probably wouldn't be able to pin him down, but I mean, why not come down? We're all the cool kids here down in southeast.
And me.
And you.
Now the chat have stumbled on a fantastic marketing idea. DGMS brand Hatbook and Napbook. Hey.
I did say hat book. I didn't think it would.
I mean, I don't think
level of-
anybody is going to, like, fill in a nap book.
Perhaps listen.
Remind yourself of all the shit that's gone wrong this year.
It could be haps and nap book. Like half of it could be hat book and half of it could be nap book.
But again, why would anybody want to record all of their naps?
Maybe they're wistful times, like there's a picture of me on the roof, and that's like nap because I might fall off or something like that. Or maybe like, you know, or windy days or rainy stuff, or you looking really unhappy in the rain would be still quite funny, I suppose.
That is every day.
If I took a photo of you in the rain with your umbrella and it's inside out and stuff like that, that would, well, it would go in your nap side, but my hap side. So I don't know.
You're a mean one, Mr. Borton.
I am.
Just make sure we haven't missed anything else.
People calling me out to drink because I said Petty's name about 100 times.
Of course, yeah. Is that still a thing? Like, I don't. Think
I mean, I'm managing to get away with, not get away with it, but I don't know.
Hannah arrived. Hello, H Sports. Welcome.
Because it's hilariously unaffordable. That's why. Oh well. Well, you'll have to be where you are. And we'll see you at LARP.
It is expensive down here.
It is.
You could sell a scrapbook and a ton of Hap and Nap stickers for people to categorize their memories. Nice.
Let's do it. Let's do it. It's so niche, but I love it. I do love it.
We'd sell like 4 of them.
You could have our faces on it and
Yeah.
stuff. And
who doesn't want our faces, especially our gurning angry faces?
yeah. Yeah.
We might have like that's the nap face. We might have to actually get some like Hap faces going at some point.
Yeah,
Just
be like, you know.
there you go. I'll just screen grab them from there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Or get the one of where I just go, my kind of really thing or whatever. But we can work this out.
Yeah.
Just a picture of Angela. It's true.
Right. Final Hap from James. Today I realised all matter is merely energy condensed to a slow vibration, that we are all one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. There is no such thing as death, life is only a dream, and we are the imagination of ourselves. Yes,
Life is absurd, and we're all going to die, so have fun while you can. That's a quote, and I can't remember what it's from. It's really going to annoy me now. Carry on with the show while I think of it forever.
Photo of Alex walking into a sign. Nap. No, see, you've got that one wrong.
If you could get a photo of me like wandering around till I walk into a fucking sign, honestly.
Donk. Well, apparently it happens quite a lot, but based on today's experience. So yeah, just follow you around with a camera for a few minutes, and you'll stub your toe, and then we can put it in the Hap section.
Talking about Hap sections, what's Hap for you? I know one of them. You want to tell us about it?
I won the fantasy.
Outrageous. Terrible.
Whoop, whoop. And not only was it like winning the fantasy in the conventional sense, but I beat 2 people to do it. It was a triple threat final. Amazing. And I really didn't think it was going to happen, as like my 2 opponents, Tom and Matt, went up on me by like 50 points almost immediately.
Yes.
And then they did not score again, or Matt did not score again, and Tom did for a bit and then stopped. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And I won.
Well,
and
congratulations.
I did not think that was going to happen.
Even 2. Well, that's because of the
ago.
unfortunate situation with Damar Hamlin, wasn't it? That had caused that game to be cancelled, which caused the kind of fantasy. But good news about that is that he's up and out of hospital and back with the team. So that's really, really great. I'm so glad about that. Super mega Hap. But the knock-on effect was that then the game didn't get played, and then you basically...
I should have just swept through unchallenged into the final to face Matt, but
Jez needs to explain what this fantasy is, because it just sounds plain wrong.
Fantasy football, you know, that thing that you were doing for about a week, ABG, and then you forgot, and then your team just had empty slots for a few weeks while people beat up on it relentlessly.
Well, we'll see what happens next year.
Maybe ABG will turn up for the whole fucking season.
Andy will play. Freshcope will play.
Perfect. Yeah.
Freshcope's well into that. He definitely played.
Well, on that note, we have got a playoff challenge and a Super Bowl challenge going. So there's playoff fantasy football, where you can choose your team going through the playoffs. And there are picks as well. So you can pick the winners of the NFL playoffs. In our Discord, go to the American football section. It's there. Or you can find Jez Sports on Twitter or Facebook at Jez Sports. Boom.
So
plug. Cha-ching.
What does that thing say out there? It says fantasy. Does it say rain?
It says ran.
Ran.
Yes.
I was going to say, you don't like the rain. How can that be a Hap? But ran.
I don't like the rain. No. I especially didn't like it while I was running. Yeah.
No good.
Nap, though, I found the first impractical thing about my phone. The first thing I'm like, oh, this doesn't work
What
with
doesn't
my
work?
new phone. So when I have my phone, I put it in like an
The
arm thing.
Yeah.
And the thing about the Google Pixel is it doesn't have any buttons on it at all, and you have to use gesturing to do things. The gesture for back is to swipe from the side of the phone inwards. Can't do that when it's in a pouch.
Right.
The gesture for changing the app is to swipe along the bottom. Can't do that when it's in a pouch. So basically, I have to set everything up, make sure everything's in the right place, put it in, and then I can't do anything. Yeah.
I mean, you could get like a Galaxy Watch thing, and then you can do it all on that.
Pixel Watch now.
Oh,
They've released their own.
Great.
Yeah, I could do that. It wasn't actually a problem in the end, but it was annoying when I put it in, put my music on, and then I tried to load up the Couch to 5K app, and I was like, right, let's just get out of this. Back out it comes.
I tried to, when I went running once, I had intention to start running again. I'm like, yeah, do you know what? World is my oyster. Let's go and do it. And I went, and it was fucking horrific, and I never did it again.
I mean, I am on a hot streak of one day so far,
so shit.
I'm gonna congratulate myself there. Let's see if it happens again on Thursday, or the next day I'm supposed to do it. All signs point to maybe.
My haps this week is I went to the dentist today, and I know this sounds like an outrageously normal thing for people to do, but I don't like going to the dentist, and I find it very uncomfortable and horrible and cringy. But strangely enough, it's not that feeling I get when I want to have to go on a plane. It's this feeling of dread and, oh my God. It's not as bad as that. It's a feeling of kind of, I don't like this. This is a bit shit. But I still just get up and go and do it like a practical. Because at the same time, one of the things about me is I just kind of very much get on with it. So I'm uncomfortably getting on with it is probably the situation that all British people are in all the time. But I went along to have the dentist kind of stuff. And I haven't been since before lockdown. In fact, I haven't been to the dentist since 2019. Because
I haven't been since about then either.
I went there. Any excuse to not go, basically. Because I don't like it. I find ways to get out of it. Or not get ways to get out of it. I'm like, oh, I should do that, but I'll call them up later. So I hadn't been since 2019. In fact, I know it's before June because I thought I might go again after I got back from Glastonbury in 2019. So that puts it at like May 2019. Then I didn't do anything the rest of the year. Then it got to 2020. I thought, do you know what? I'll do it next year. I'll pay it against my health insurance when it renews in January. And then COVID happened and nobody went anywhere. And so this was the first time, and I went in, and I guess the hat bit is she looked at my teeth and she took x-rays of my teeth and she did it all like that. And she went, yeah, you're brushing well because there's no real there's no change really since I saw you last. I'm like,
perfect.
So there's still the same thing that was bullshit last time, that I need to have a filling. I have a filling, but it's degraded and it's shit. So I need to have a filling again. But
also if it's lasted 3 years,
right?
Do you really need to?
That's what I'm wondering about.
I found when I was fine for like the majority of my childhood and through my teens. And then I just went to this one dentist who just seemed to find problems where they didn't exist.
Right.
Like I went from having no problems whatsoever to, oh yeah, you need like 4 fillings. I'm like,
what?
Fuck off. I haven't changed anything. Like my diet is not acidic in any way. Like I don't eat sweets or sugar or any of that kind of shit. So like, I don't buy it.
Yeah.
And then it just seemed like that one dentist just found shit that didn't exist. Like they were like drill happy or something. I don't fucking know. But it put me off going ever again. And
no.
Yeah. I've not had any problems. So who
this
gives
is it. They said it back in 2019. We've got a couple of bits that we could be doing. And then it played in my head for ages. Like, oh shit, I've got to get back to it because that thing's getting worse and worse and worse. And I went in today and she's like, it's the same as it was. Still needs to be done. But then she probably could hear in my own brain working like, well, hang on a minute. If it's been 4 years, then we can probably hang on. But she's like, you never know. You might bite into something and it might break and then it might be worse. And then you've got to may as well fix it while. And I'm like,
let's wait. Yeah, but Jez, you only drink Pepsi. It's quite acidic. Pepsi Max isn't really. Like the sugar-free options are not.
I've been drinking Pepsi Max since 2019 and my teeth are the same. So QED... everything's amazing forever.
Yeah. That's the problem I have is I don't have an NHS dentist, so I haven't bothered going because I'm not fucking paying for it.
I do pay for it.
So I went down the line of let's look to see if there are any NHS places. There were not. Oh well, I'll just get my child an NHS place and take her to the dentist. And oh well.
Mine was. I didn't think about it much today, but I don't want to talk about it really. But anyway, I had two X-rays and a checkup, and that cost me money. So
Probably quite a lot.
yeah, it wasn't cheap, but at the same time, I felt really pleased about it, and the care that because I'm nervous about it, and she's so good. I always feel super chill when I'm there.
Well, you better feel fucking chill for the amount that they charge, honestly.
Well, I am. I don't know. I'm
Like
not saying you go to a.
I
another-
guarantee that you spent 3 figures.
I didn't.
Really?
No, it was approaching 3 figures. It will be if I get the thing done. But yes, and my insurance will pay for that, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, finally, a good thing about having a dumb real job, insurance.
Yeah, you better believe it.
Yeah, I would have to ask my boss for that, and he's a massive prick, to be frank.
What a cunt. I feel we've happed and napped enough. Did you want to move on?
Yeah.
What did you want to go on to?
How about?
Are you going to point at it?
I would, but we don't have
let's
have
do-
a thing. So, shall we do that one? Okay,
Hmm.
cool. Let's move on to the segment that we like to call controversial opinions. It's broken again.
I'm going to go and get some wine. I can't
Do
take
it.
this any longer.
Fucking thing.
Why don't you come with me? Got a controversial thing?
Gonna press refresh, then I'll press it again. Here we go. And this is where we'd play a sting. If we had one!
Slick as ever. Everything about this show is incredible. Thanks for joining us again. Every week you come back, and I hope we brighten up your Tuesday, and by extension the rest of your week until you go to another streamer at some point. I don't know what everyone... when children think that their school teachers just kind of go into a box at the end of the week and then they come out of the box and do the people in the stream just like go constantly round other... Do you just spend all week in front of other people when we're not on? I don't know. You've got some controversial opinions.
I haven't. It's not me that
I
has the
believe you.
controversial opinions, but I have found some controversial opinions that others share, and I feel like they merit discussion and they're worth discussing. But I think you would probably feel better discussing them with a wine in your hand. So if you want to get a wine, and I will introduce this. These are controversial opinions that I have found on Twitter. Somebody very kindly decided to do our job for us and ask people for their controversial opinions. And I have looked through the list that they put in and decided that some of them maybe are worth talking about. He's measuring the wine like a prick. Just pour it in the fucking glass.
I know I was going to do that, but I haven't, so what's the point in not using them?
And that was, I have them, so I'm going to use them. What's the point if I don't use them or something like that?
Then I know what I'm doing. I'm with it. That's camp. Cool. Right. So for all the times I said petty, go petty yourself, you fucks. I'm going to drink.
So, here is controversial opinion the thirst. I looked at you and saw thirst, but I'm saying thirst. Fahrenheit is better than Celsius when it comes to communicating what temperature it is outside. Discuss.
Well, here's the problem I have with this from the outset. I have no real evidence for this, but I think that's bullshit, and the person
agree.
doesn't know what they're talking about.
Yes.
I don't think that makes any fucking sense. And there's another reason for that. I can presume that these people are American because I think they use Fahrenheit.
They're the
more
only
than we
people
do.
that defend Fahrenheit, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people over like 75, they defend Fahrenheit as well.
I think people love to be contrary, and not just in the way that you love to be contrary.
It is fun.
But it is fun. But some people love to defend shit to the death. The other thing is that I don't know how hot it is at Celsius or Fahrenheit. It could be fucking Kelvin. Is that a way? I don't know.
It is. Although if you are measuring your heat in Kelvin, you're in fucking trouble and it doesn't matter.
Is it really cold? Because I don't. Or is it really super hot? I don't know.
It is rather extreme, yeah.
Basically, and I've said this before, but the problem I have with temperature is I won't say it'll be the summer, but it's not hot or cold. It's difficult to tell. I'll say, should I wear a coat? And then someone will say, well, it's 11 degrees. And I'd be like, what the fuck does that mean? Does 11 degrees mean coat? Does 14 degrees mean not coat? Like 20 degrees is not need a coat, but 9 degrees, do I need a coat? I don't know.
9 degrees, you need a coat, yeah. I feel like these are things you could easily learn, Alex.
Yeah, but I've tried to learn it. But the thing about it is that the only way of really learning this is by, much like calibrating anything, you calibrate it by doing. So at 9 degrees, I go out with a coat. I go, okay, well, it can't be that. Then 10 degrees. But then you've got to factor in other things like wind chill or other various bits and pieces.
Wind chills are fuck.
I just can't tell. I can't tell. So it doesn't matter if it's Celsius or Fahrenheit, whatever I grew up with. What is Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit's the big numbers.
So if it's 30 degrees, and it was 30 degrees last year when it was really hot and everyone was complaining.
That's talking Celsius.
Yeah, 30 degrees Celsius. So what is that in Fahrenheit is my question.
That will be somewhere around 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, yeah. So someone it's 90 degrees out there.
According to Will, double the Celsius and add 30. I don't think that works.
I think it does, actually. Do you know what I mean? Because... I might be thinking of kilometers.
So 30, double that, 60, add 30. Oh, okay.
Because
that works.
I think
if my number is
my
right.
boss's dad said this, and we were like, yeah, whatever, and then we did it. And we're like, oh shit, it works.
Does that work the other way then? Take 30 away and then half it.
I don't know if that's
because that would be hella useful if I can actually work out like Fahrenheit now, because it's pretty confusing. But yes, 30 degrees Fahrenheit is pretty damn cold. So that doesn't make any sense that a positive number is super cold.
15 degrees is the time when you start wondering about a coat. Do you think? I think you might get away without a coat at 15 degrees.
14 degrees and below is where I wear a coat.
That's what I kind of do.
Yeah, or a jacket or a hoodie or some kind of not just a t-shirt. If it's over 14 degrees, I will go out in a t-shirt.
This is why coats are difficult once you've taken one out. I remember it happened twice. It was kind of warm around Folkestone, so I kind of went up to London with it, and it was super, super freezing. And I'm like, I was so certain that the weather would be matched when I got to London. So now I'm
I remember. Is that the time you bumped into Harmstone?
Yeah, it was so cold. So now normally I carry a hoodie with me all the time. So I take my blue messenger bag everywhere, and I go out wearing something like this.
Just in case he's got to deliver a letter or something.
There you go. There's your letter. And my hoodie. No, you can't have that. So I'll wear almost like this to go out in London. And if it's the summer, I'll be like, and my hoodie goes in my bag. And then it gets swapped if later. But, you know. A light waterproof jacket is a good... I don't have anything like that.
No, they make me sweaty. And I don't mean like...
I hate them.
The sweaty like the kids say. I mean, actually, bullets coming out
angry
of my skin
and forthright.
In moisture, yeah.
It makes me sweaty.
Yeah. That means in America, freezing is 30 Fahrenheit. Fuck off, fucking Fahrenheit twats. God, I hate Fahrenheit. Tell us how you really feel, ABG.
No one in this chat likes Fahrenheit. Is there any... You can... By the way, we're not going to take the piss out of you, but are there any Fahrenheit defenders
There was
in here?
one slight defense from Dr. Fruitbat, but not really. 100 degrees Fahrenheit equals hot is fine. Yes. 32 degrees Fahrenheit freezing is not intuitive at all. Yes.
It feels like there was an opportunity to make a standard for this by the heat makers way back in 1822, and they just got it wrong from the word go. And now no one knows. We need a new setup. I basically just need... I don't need degrees. I just want to give me an area. So basically, really, really, really fucking cold, wrap up as cold as possible. Or it's cold, make sure you've got a coat. It's a bit chilly, make sure you have a hoodie. Or hot, just wear something normal. Really, really hot, shorts. I just need 5. I need a 5-stage plan.
These are a lot of words, and this is why we have numbers.
No, but like I've just baked it down to 5 things. We don't need 35 things. We're grouping it. I'm just saying there are 5 stages of heat. Really cold, cold, normal, hot, and really hot. And that's it. Tell me what. And then I know. So I don't need 14 to 17. Just tell me it's really hot, hot, normal, cold, or really cold. That's my options. I've done it. I fucking solved it. You're fucking welcome. Today it's cold. Take a coat out. See, I've done it. I'm just saying. I've just solved. Tell me I haven't solved it.
I've got no comeback to that. I think I might have actually nailed it there. Yeah.
But I do not agree with it. Fahrenheit is better than Celsius when it comes to communicating what temperature is outside. No, the best way is what I just said. What's that say? Kyler 1?
Kyler 1.
Can't read it because it's behind the wires and the shit. I'm not trying to TV. Listen, Kyler 1. It's really cold, cold, normal, hot, really hot.
Cool.
Alex replaces temperature with the cool wall.
Hello, Tom. Right, this is a good one, and I'm gonna probably be on the controversial side of this. Who writes dates while we're complaining, says Dr. Fruitbat, in the month, day, year format? Now, I don't write it that way,
Yes.
but I say dates like the Americans because
Well,
it
you
just
say
makes
May
more...
the 5th.
I say May the 5th, when the correct British way is the 5th of May.
I think when you're saying it out loud, it doesn't matter which way you say it because you're able to...
There are many a stickler that will disagree with you and will complain to me.
Really?
Yeah. And
Maybe say really in a high-pitched voice, Jeremy.
And when I wrote, when I was teaching, and I wrote the date like Monday, February the 5th, like I had people turn to me and say, "Do not write it like that."
Why?
Because that is not the British way.
Oh, shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah, that is pretty much what I said, and I kept doing it anyway because I'm a fucking maverick. You can't tell me what to do. But yeah.
Do you remember when Jaeger was like couldn't work out when we were going to? You put when we were going to meet up with Nova and Ashley.
Oh yeah,
which was like the 14th of October. So you put it into something like 14. Where was that? You say 10, 14?
I wrote 14/10/2022 or 10/14/2022 for the Yanks, and he was just like, twat his mic.
I don't. When you said
cannot function in number.
You were like 14/10. What is that? And we're like, well, it's not. There isn't a 14th month, is it? You could intuit that one.
But when you're writing it as a number format,
yes,
it is far better, especially in a filing system, to write month, day, year, because then it organizes it in a proper fucking order. If you write the 5th of March, as in 0503, and then you write the 5th of August, 0508, okay, that puts it in the right order. But there are ones that fuck it up.
Like I see what you're saying.
If you were to put like the 5th of August and the 27th of March, obviously the 27th of March should come first, but it wouldn't.
I like it the way we do it, in that I want it to go the 3rd of July, so 3/7/2022 or whatever like that. I like it that way, but I have a problem with my Excel and some problems with the software I'm using at work, which means that it won't do it, and so it's fucked it around. So loads of the stuff I have at the moment is in American format because putting it back is going to screw something else over, which you really don't need to know about, but there's a reason for it, because it's shit. And it drives me up the wall every time I read it. So I can't get on with writing American dates.
Do you know what, Dr. Fruitbat? You're you're spot on there. Do the year, month, day. That is much better. Yeah.
It's objectively correct.
And that is what that is what I do actually when organizing, like,
if you're putting the years at the end,
dates and videos and stuff. Yep, you're right. I'll shut my mouth.
As someone who has to teach US English from the textbooks, do not get me started, says your father. Smallest unit of time to largest unit of time. Simples.
No, James. Just
doesn't that?
No. Smallest unit of time is day. No.
Year, month, day.
Do it in order of magnitude, same way we do counting. No, Aletha.
I think.
Just do not put the day in between the two. Oh, okay. So you're okay with reverse magnitude.
So many people have said so many things,
weird.
but
no. Yeah.
People do say. I think Harmstone said something. I thought it was Harmstone said something like people in America say May 5 or like.
Yeah, they don't actually say like
May 30
or 3rd or they just.
Do you know what started to annoy me in adverts was when they were talking, rather than saying it's going to be this sofa is $399 or this sofa is £399, they say this sofa is $399, and I'm just like, or even if they said $399, and I'm like, well, it's $399 because $399 is super cheap for a sofa. Like $399.
I'd pay $399 for a sofa.
It's only $399 this Black Friday, and I'm like, Fox, stop doing that. That's up there with Couple.
I understand it with some companies. Like, I would be okay with McDonald's doing it because then they could just use their advert in other countries and just charge the same everywhere, which they tend to do anyway. Just take the $sign off, put a £sign on, job done. Yeah.
Just reminded me of not including tax in the shelf price. Oh, fuck me. Yeah.
Did we put that?
We did. We put it in the C.
Yeah,
that was the one that hovered around there for ages.
It was there for a while.
Yeah.
I think we can just agree, says ABG, that when the first British settlers left Britain to go to America, someone shook the boat so hard they got words, temps, and dates jumbled up. Well, no, actually. They took the fucked up dates and numbers and shit with them, and then we progressed, and they did not. That's how that happened.
Thompson says it's not in the C.
Oh.
Me putting... I swear we put
Maybe
it
it
on there.
hung around there for ages and then we didn't talk about it.
Oh shit! No, I reckon we did. I was on there for like 3 or 4 weeks. What? Unless it's worded without the tax.
Yeah, he seems to have found it.
It's under ambiguous prices.
There we go.
Oh, phew! Thank
My
God for
thought
that.
was there. Right, you ready for another controversial opinion?
I was born ready.
I think we've done our one that was here and then our made up one.
The
from
one that
Dr.
I got,
Frick.
I was going to say more, but I can't remember what it is now. Everyone was going mad for it, so I love it. Let's carry on.
Controversial opinion, the second from Twitter.
Okay.
No one actually hates the word moist. It's just a weird meme-like trend to act like it's the worst word. Some moist things are gross if they shouldn't be moist, but the word itself is not the problem.
I'm kind of with you on this one. I know
Moist.
where you're going with this. If I might paraphrase what they're trying to say and how I feel about it, there's a lot of people out there who say they don't like the word moist, but I feel it's just one of those bandwagon jumping things. Did they say the word bandwagon?
They don't.
But
They say meme-like trend, which
Yeah.
is basically the same thing.
it's like someone said, I hate the word moist. And it's like any bandwagon meme thing. They're, oh, I hate that too. I'll remember to say that too. That's a good one. I'll remember that one. Much like that, somebody will say, oh, I hate the word moist. Oh, moist. It's so disgusting. And then they'll be like, I'll use that one. And then I'll say, I hate the word moist. And then without any real regard for whether they do
It's
or they don't.
perpetuated in perpetuity.
Yes. And they
was hard to
I
say.
hate it. I hate it. And they really don't care. So, like, moist cake is delicious. Everyone knows this.
Facts.
Moist. There was a woman at work who was saying she has certain words that she cannot hear. And it's just so disgusting. She makes her go, I'm physically sick if I hear the word.
Do you have any words that like just make your skin crawl and just make you viscerally not feel good?
All the words that are, as we know,
Oh, all the food words.
slang for food.
Yeah.
All make me go. Bleh. And I said yesterday, I was sitting here, and Aletha was sitting there playing World of Warcraft, and I'd been eating something, and I was talking about how nice it was, and I leant into it and then hated myself, basically. And I said, I just had some stuff, and it was really nommy, bleh, 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 like that. So basically, I deliberately fucked myself over by saying, oh, it's well nom. So yes, all the words. Nosh, nom, tucker, grub, get it down ya, fed and water, all that shit. Blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. Talk like a normal person. Don't talk like a child.
I have two. And this reminds me, actually, Tom, you're listening? Because, the first is the word arse, written A-R-S-E.
Oh yeah, you said that to him the other day.
Fucking hate it.
I'm not a fan either.
Fucking hate that.
I'm not. I know what
So
you mean.
much.
I'm with you.
Yeah, don't like that.
It's a very British, but it sounds stupid in my head.
Yeah.
I'm totally with you.
Crap as well. Yeah, don't like it.
Well, stop saying it then.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying arse as in ASS. I'm not saying arse.
Arse.
Fucking northerners. That is the correct way to spell arse. Might be the correct way to say arse, but it's not the correct way to say arse.
It's very Father Ted.
Yeah.
A show that last week we established you don't like.
I don't. No.
I'm not a fan. I don't feel so viscerally offended by it, but every time I hear it, I do feel a bit kind of like.
Yeah, fucking hate that. And the other one, arse is more of a southern thing. No, it's not. It's a northern thing for show.
It sounds very kind of Yorkshire-y. Arse. I don't know what accent I did.
That was Somerset.
I was going to say that was West Country.
West Country.
Wait, come and see my arse. Go and see mother's arse. Go see the dog's arse.
And that is ARSE.
Yeah. Ass.
Yeah.
I ate her ass live on TV. Well, you're probably going to be against terms of service then. I wouldn't have done that.
Copper are going to be after you there. Yeah.
Ass.
Yes. I do not say arse. I say arse.
And this isn't getting clipped.
And the other,
yes,
similarly,
yes,
is clunge. Fucking hate that word so much.
Clunge not come under moist because is that a word? I'm not saying, I would never say that you've picked this up because other people have told you to.
No,
but you just don't like clunge.
No,
I'm with you. Do you know the one?
It's so visual, and it's not a good visual.
The word ass as a suffix should never be said arse. Badass, dumbass.
I'm going to stop you there, Aletha. Arse should never be said at all.
I don't like the word. Talking about words like clunge, I don't like the word minge. I think minge
is not on it.
It fucking horrible.
It doesn't bother me as much as clunge, but Yeah, minge.
Minge is just fucking horrible.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
just so...
the connotations of both of them, can't speak. I'm so
It's-
creepy crawly right now.
But yeah, I didn't actually see what people said about the word moist, but I do believe, going back to the original moist...
They were with you, basically. And with the
I
op.
really feel like... And with the op. Amen. In the third days, you will moist again in accordance with the scriptures. There was a woman at work, like I was saying, who said, I've got this word and it really triggers me. And she said, but I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Because then you'll use it.
Because then you'll use
obviously.
it. And I said, it's moist. And she went, ugh. And I went, there you go.
Yeah.
She went, how did you know? And I'm like, because it's super basic and everyone says they hate it. And she said, no, but I let... And also
that is it. It is basic. That
Yeah.
is the best way of describing it. Yeah.
Yeah. So don't be basic.
Minge sounds like it smells bad. It does.
It does. It does.
And clunge sounds like it's been widened with a fucking fence post. I think my internet is dying.
Okay, who had
Who had
3
1
quarters of
hour
an hour,
and
whatever,
17
2 hours.
minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Right. Good. So not a controversial opinion.
Stop
is the
saying
answer to that
redacted.
one.
Minge. Moist. Minge.
I do like the word ming though.
Ming.
Ming,
Like
as
a
in
thing-
disgusting, a thing that is
Yeah.
rancid. Ming,
or the
that's a
merciless.
good one. Yeah, him too. Yeah,
Too.
Gordon's alive.
Clunge me to the moon.
Stop
Okay, what's the
saying
third
clunge.
one then?
The third one, Contro the third. Wine is disgusting, and I can't abide it.
Say it again. Sorry, I laughed. And if you ever use this, I can't. Sorry, yes.
Wine is disgusting, and I can't abide it. I believe everyone's just pretending it's delicious to be sophisticated or something. Hey, Rooster, welcome in.
I obviously don't agree, so I'm probably not the best person to.
Well, I didn't think you would.
No.
However,
Same, but beer. I think
beer was one that came up a lot, and I'm on that bandwagon. I don't believe anyone truly likes beer. I think it's just something they
No.
drink because they're told that they
told to
should like
drink.
beer as part of being a man and a rite of passage and all that kind
you're
of
a
stuff.
man. Do you know there was a sketch, I think, or a stand-up bit that David Baddiel did when he was discussing some stuff, and he was like, when he first tried beer as like a 16-year-old, 17-year-old, when you shouldn't be drinking but you're drinking, he was like, this is fucking horrible. When I get older, am I meant to drink like 8 pints of this? I can't understand it. And when I first had some when I was 16 or 17, and my friends, we went round to my friend's house, and everyone's like, right, now we're going to get some beer at Sainsbury's, and they're going to let us buy it, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. And then I bought some, and I said, I don't really want to drink some. And they're like, no, just get some, you'll like it. And I drank it, and it was horrible. And my mate drank all of mine. And I'm like, really? Do you really like it?
Yeah, I mean, as a teenager, I really wanted to drink. Like that was what I wanted to do, and because it was Wales and we were served by sheep, we could basically go to bars whenever we liked and drink.
Do you know
from
what?
the age of like 12. But I tried beer and was like, no, this is disgusting. What the fuck is wrong with people? Let's try something else. And then obviously because I was 12, I'm like, Alka Pops, that'll do. They taste nice. And
For me, it was
that was
woodpecker
fine.
cider. Like, I really like sweet things, and I like sweet cider, and everywhere I went, I had woodpecker cider. But wine is disgusting, and I can't... wine is disgusting, and I can't
abide it.
Missy B, wrong. Missy B...
That's what got Missy B to stop lurking.
Right, no, 100%.
Loves the beer. Also, ABG says, I like beer and I feel targeted. So that's two people.
Missy B loves wine, and if you ever see her Facebook, it's just like 90% of the things that post on Facebook are wine memes. Yeah, so if anything was going to get her to...
Will's just woken back up.
Yeah, and Will said, fuck off. Yeah, wine is really great, but I have to say, having drunk lots and lots more of it, I'm very much clearer on things I like and don't like.
There were three really like this that came up, and I chose wine for obvious reasons. The one was beer.
Is that why you prompted me to go and get some wine?
It is,
Ah,
yes.
amazing.
One was beer. The other one was gin.
Okay.
And the thing is, I feel like wine and gin are similar in that they are things that you prefer more when your palate changes as you get older.
Yeah.
Beer is just disgusting all the fucking time.
Beer is weird. But saying that, if I might hop in, is that I think that...
Hop in. I see what you did there.
I wish only it just comes so naturally to me. I can't help myself. All I do is pun, no matter what. When when we started doing Super Bowl parties, in order to be kind of like have an American theme, I'd buy American beer. So I'd buy like Coors and Bud Light and Budweiser and all that sort of shit. And every
sure
time
there are plenty of British people here that will tell you that they are not beer. They are water.
Yeah. And they were all bad and they're all horrible and they all taste exactly the same. And I just think there's people out there who are like, this is amazing.
But that is how I tested myself when we went to the States. I was like, right, I don't like beer at home, but I am told that American beer is basically like water, and that so if I'm gonna drink beer, I will probably be okay with that because it just tastes watery and shit, and it'll just be like drinking water. No, that tastes fucking disgusting too. It all tastes disgusting.
I had a friend
Beer is shit.
I had a friend of mine at Breaks, when I used to work at Breaks, who loved Carling Black Label. It's just called Carling.
People love Carling?
Yeah, he adores Carling. And for me, all those ones I mentioned, the American ones, it all taste the same. I reckon
me, Mario.
It's a me. You could put each one of those in there, and I defy you guys, anyone that likes it, to be able to tell the difference. The same with me.
I'd be interested to taste test ABG.
Taste test things like
some of his beers
Foster's,
that he drinks.
Carling, and all that sort of same bullshit. I'd probably include things like, what's that really obvious beer that I'm trying to think of? But like Peroni and Asahi and all that sort of stuff.
Stella Actor Twat.
Stella's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, I think that's all the same. But when I started drinking Belgian beer, I could tell a different taste. I couldn't tell always the difference between them. That would be quite hard. But the process they do, I quite like those. So I would probably be okay with a Delirium Tremens because I think that tastes of something. But I think that... but in the main, beer can fuck off.
Real ale is awesome, says Will. Real ale is great in cooking. It goes well in like a pie.
Do you know what?
Good shit.
This is... I don't know how to formulate a craft beer controversial opinion, but...
if you can't, I can help you.
Well, maybe you will help me, but craft beer sounds like such a wanky thing.
Maybe Dr. Fruitbat has just fucking nailed it, actually.
Craft beer is somehow massively varied and yet all tastes of overhopped air freshener. Do you know what? Fucking perfect. Yes, thank you. I won't need to say anything else. I don't think I can say anything. That is so perfect. And you know, when Reese and Captain Brilliant, look, I've earned it. When Reese and Petty, I'm going to tie a glass, say what I want.
And he's not going to fucking drink.
And it doesn't matter.
What are you going to do about it,
What are you going
Harmstone?
to do? Can't do anything. And when Reese and Petty had their World Cup of beer, they would get their beers out. And
so good.
They'd have 4 beers and they taste 4 different beers. And what I love about craft beers is the can design is the best thing about the drink. The can design, more effort has gone into the design than the drink itself in craft beer. And it looks wonderful. And they pour it out and they go, oh, it's a bit hoppy. And then they pour the other one out and they say, what do you think of that? It's a bit citrusy. And some of them are a bit citrusy and a bit hoppy. So, like, that's it for me for craft beer. Whenever I speak to... We went to a craft beer festival. Like, oh, it's a bit hoppy, that. Try that. Oh, it is hoppy. I'm like, shut up! Stop saying it's hoppy.
And this all came out of the fact, and I'm going to blame you for this, because wine is so varied, and you have wine tasting, and there are wine cunts that do all of this stuff. The beer pricks felt left out, and they're like, oh, we want to be wine cunts too, but with beer. How do we do that? Oh no, craft beer.
And the name, don't forget the wanky name.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, I like there's is it the craft beer company? There's a place that's...
I just realised what glass I'm drinking.
Yeah, I got that from the beer festival.
Beer 52.
Like the culture around it. I mean, I know
Fucking dogs on it.
how appropriate when we get into that. But what I guess I feel like is it was so much fun going up to the beer festival, even though I couldn't drink any of it really, because it looked so colourful and wonderful. It's like the Emperor's New Beer. It looks wonderful, it looks beautiful until someone said, there's nothing there at all. It's just the same old shit. But, yeah, you guys are making me hoppy, man. We're hating on that. By the way, I wasn't going to pick up gin because I really like gin. But I bought Love Hearts flavoured hand soap at the weekend. I thought it would smell sherbety. It smells of sugary vomit.
Oh, I like the Love Hearts hand syrup.
I know.
I don't like Love Hearts. That's nice. You could put Love Hearts hand soap in a glass and just dilute it with a bit of water, put it next to a craft beer, give somebody a taste test, and it would taste the same.
I want to go back and see what Dr. Fruitbat said again, because I liked his line so much that I kind of want to say it a second time.
Captain Brilliant would still tell you it was hoppy.
What's it? Craft beer is somehow massively varied, and yet all tastes of over-hopped air freshener. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the greatest trick the devil ever pulled,
Yeah.
and I can't be doing with it. But
We're going to put that on a t-shirt, I think.
I love
that was
it.
incredible.
Love it, so good.
Yeah, that was really good.
So yes, but going back to the wine is disgusting. I think it is subjective. I think Aletha said as much, and we probably all said as much. It's like, if you don't like a thing, like I don't really like craft beer, then my opinion will be much like Dr. Fruitbats. But if you do like a thing, then you can tell the difference. But
yeah, I mean, I would like you to address the second line.
Oh yeah, what's
it's
that?
Pretending to be delicious to be sophisticated or something.
I don't know that that's true, but I think there, like many things, there are lots of wine pricks out there. I think this seems to say to me there's some people this person knows that kind of think themselves more posh or more pompous, more upper class, because they're like. But also, these are the same people that are probably sniffing the cork, but like that's going to tell them anything or something like that. You know, I just think. For me, I really believe.
I've seen people do that.
Yeah, they don't do that.
I
just
looked at
don't.
them like they were fucking stupid
Don't
because they were.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't help you. It makes you look like a cunt. What I feel is, I think the pursuit of the variation of whatever you love, be it craft beer, gin, or wine, or whatever, is really great. Just so you can absolutely say, no, I hate this. Because when I first drank this, I wrinkled my nose a little bit because I wasn't too sure, but I'm okay with it now. But when I first drank this, I was like, I wasn't too sure. Immediately, my thought was, I'm not too sure about this. But it is straight out the bottle. It hasn't had a chance to get any.
And I must say, I do think I am about to enter my wine drinking years.
Ah, how wonderful! I can't wait. Let's go drinking wine.
Will it be red or will it be white? That's the question.
The thing is, I feel that probably the way that person feels about wine is how I feel about white normally, because I don't really understand white wine at all. It all tastes like a little bit crap and a little bit vinegary is not correct, but it tastes a bit acidy, strange. I don't know what's going on with white wine. I can't get on with it.
But as a cider or a former cider drinker, like maybe I feel like maybe I would be more leaned towards the white. I don't know.
I can't be doing white wine.
I've got a bottle of red wine that I was given for Christmas that I will drink at some point, but I will have actual wine drinkers there with me just in case I still don't like it.
I was gonna say I would like to do a blind tasting test and get like say 8 people around at one place. Everyone brings a bottle of wine. They note down what it is or something. Maybe we'll get someone to control it, someone who doesn't like wine, and they put everything, and we all test it out and we try it, and that's quite a lot of fun because then you can kind of go prices per what we really liked. Because I would love to do that because there's nothing more honest than that. It takes all the pretensions out of everything. But we did it for gin a few years ago. We tested 14 gins over one night after I'd come back from the tequila night at Conchitas or whatever it's fucking called, Chiquitos. I keep calling it Conchitas. And which sounds like a kind of a me being racist towards Mexicans because everything from that must sound like Itos, but there's a place in Folkestone called Conchitos. So
there is a place called Conchitos.
Yes, I'm not just saying.
It is an actual,
I'm not just making up some sort of thing.
It is an actual Mexican restaurant.
It's an actual Mexican restaurant,
and they are very good.
So don't tell you. But you know, when I came back from a tequila night at Chiquitos, I then had to catch up with the 6 gins I hadn't have, and then we all tried all 14. And they all sound the same to us. Back off, Tamsinaki. Yeah, we tried it all, and there was a real consensus that one of them was the best. And I have to say, of 14, Gordon still occupied 6th spot. So, like after your Copper House and your Brockmans and
all the poshy ones
that were quite
still
good,
came back to the bog standard market.
Listen,
Gordons.
And you often hear it from me, and you'll definitely hear it from Petty. Just don't give a fuck anymore, do I? Is that
it's a rebel without a cause?
Gordon's is great.
Well, it's named after Ramsay, isn't it? So it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, just because it's some people are like, I couldn't possibly go for the most obvious one. Gordon's is always good. You'll never be wrong with Gordon's.
Right. I would like you to have a go at pronouncing this Mexican Spanish word, please.
Puebloritaville.
Hey, well done.
Yeah.
And Harmstone has given 2 very clear alcohol opinions while starting this conversation with, I don't like any alcohol, so yeah. First he said red wine over white.
I would happily drink red wine with Harmstone.
And then he's like, yeah, it's no Pueblos. Like, how do you know? Yeah.
Not a fan of Gordon's. I think Gordon's is a baseline. I actually don't know how you can not be a fan of it. It's almost like saying you're not a fan of like bread. But which sounds like a strange thing to say, but it's such a standard nice taste that I can't work it out. But hey, look, but Tanqueray I do like Tanqueray. But I tell you what, another thing is that I find a lot of gin taste very similar. And I said this to Captain Brilliant. I don't know, I've decided to switch back. And he said, I can tell all the difference. And he can. Petty can really tell the difference in gin.
So while we're on the like wanky, trendy, shitty alcohol type things,
Yes.
slow gin.
I've had it a couple of times when people bring it to LARP, but I don't really know even really what it is. It's just like a raspberry or blackcurranty kind
It's
of
made
like.
with sloes instead of.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know.
It's like a purpley color. I honestly couldn't tell you what it is. I would like nothing more than to drink with Harmstone. I know he doesn't drink, but I don't really know fully. I think he just doesn't want to drink, but I would like to have a drink with Harmstone, not even to see him get drunk. I just,
Yeah.
I think there's a middle ground between not and some, but hey, far be it from me to. The things that I like, I want other people to do with me.
Yes.
And like Duncan the singer's wife, I was one point I'm like, right, let's get a bottle of wine. She's like, I don't drink wine. And I'm like, no, I want to do that with you. I want to do that with you. And that's the thing. I want to do that with you is often like, but hey.
It's very kinky often.
I want to do that.
I want to do that, and I want to do that
with you. I need to sit up a little bit.
Yeah. So there you go. That was controversial opinions.
Oh my god, a lot of chat. I love this chat. I love this kind of,
Yeah. And I like that as if we don't have our own controversial opinions, let's bring some other people. So if you want to suggest one
Feel
that
free.
we can discuss, feel free. Not now though. I think we've kind of done it. Send it to us for next week.
Yeah, because we've got quite a lot of things to look at.
We have, yeah. I was trying to keep this to a nice, neat under 2 hours this week, but I think that's already fucked.
All right, we better move on then. But if you want to, do send it to us. Go into the Discord, send it to either of us or both of us, or find us wherever you know us and send us your controversial opinions. Those ones, I think, came from Twitter, it looked like.
It did, yes.
You could find them or just say one line, whatever.
Yeah. You don't even have to actually believe it. Just throw it out there for discussion, and we'll tell you if you're a prick or not.
Just like helium is the most overrated element, and we'll get into it.
We will. Right, let's move on because I
got to get on.
I teased something as the main theme of this episode.
Oh yes,
and we haven't really discussed it once until I pointed out that glass. So let's get on it. It's the segment we like to call Going Viral. I'm glad that button worked then. If it hadn't, I was going to fucking flip shit, to be honest.
Everything's expensive in this room. Don't flip anything. It's like, Rush is over there. There's a laptop. Rush over there. It's the TV. Rush over there. It's a camera.
Like, please don't break
Please
things.
don't. Everything, every direction. There's tech. That, whenever I listen to this in order to cut the bits out for the stuff.
Do you make a point of listening to it to really understand how meaty it is?
So meaty.
Right, Going Viral. Now, you've curated these this week.
Yes.
So would you like to take the lead, and I'll press whichever one you want.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember
three.
which ones I've forgotten the one that I sent you the first time, so I guess we're going to go through it. But they're all dog related.
Your Honour, I would like to present some evidence that suggests to the court and to society at large that dogs are indeed cunts.
Now, we put some evidence together, and I think I found one of these first and then sent it to you.
And it went from there, yeah.
And it went from there, and then we found a couple more. Dogs do
shall
stupid
I do this
shit.
in order of mildness?
Please
Okay.
do.
So, you've got your everyday dog bullshit or dog shittery, if you will. And it begins with this. Just dogs getting in the fucking way, getting beaten up by other animals, doing stupid fucking stuff.
You love this so much. You love that one.
Eating a butterfly.
Eat a butterfly.
Like, we've got back to the beginning now, but honestly, just Jesus fucking Christ.
I like this one so much. I like it when it eats the butterfly.
Why would you show a dog your
What
butterfly?
do you think of that?
I found this butterfly, Fido. Oh yeah, that was probably always going to happen.
Leave the
wasn't
dogs alone, you monsters. First they came
it? For the beer.
and I said nothing. Then they came for the gin and I said nothing. And then they came for the dogs and there was no one left. I don't remember.
So yeah, and that's not the only thing
No.
that a dog will put in its mouth?
No.
What will a dog put in its mouth, Alex?
So many things.
Literally anything.
No.
You've got sound for this one.
No. Winston, no. No, Winston, no. Oh.
Cotton buds.
buds.
Right. Yeah.
Winston!
Home's got home.
God.
Is that a chicken?
It's a chicken.
Oh, it's alive!
It's a live chicken, thank God. Right, you put that down!
This is the one I love.
I love your angling to try and see where you put the camera. Wait. Stones. Yeah, that's healthy. Just went back for it. Oh, this is when I will fucking cut you.
Oh, fucking, that's the one I was like.
This is my yard, and I will fucking cut you. That dog is outside Jez's house.
God.
He is. Yeah. Except not, because there was a dog in the house. Here's a dog on his morning workout routine.
No, that's the 30.
I'm not sure how that dog manages to be fat and hench at the same time.
Totally anything.
He's having a great time.
Drop it! Drop it then! Drop it!
I did give them the thing, to be honest. I love that.
What is it?
It's got false teeth.
I never got this far because it was already like, this is gold.
Yeah. Waiting for that's a patio. Waiting for the big reveal.
Is that a cucumber?
I think it is. Oh yeah, he's had a good go at that. He's just hungry.
Sitting there.
No.
And we're back to
Cotton.
Winston and his cotton buds.
Winston, no.
Winston, no. It's a DGMS favourite cucumber. Yes, we do like a cucumber.
Yeah.
Still haven't tested whether my cats are scared of cucumbers.
Oh,
Need
yeah.
to do that.
Oh,
Still
yeah.
need to get on that.
Yep.
But this was really the clip that made us all realise, and two will make you realise, as I present to you, the people of the jury, that dogs are indeed cunts, because they're taking over. Not only are they doing innocuous things like eating cotton buds and threatening to maul chickens and trying to break into your house with knives. No, now they have learned to drive.
I forgot what it was until I played it.
My dog's just knocked the gear stick and my car's gone into your car. Sure, buddy. Tell that to the insurance company. No, honestly, the dog was driving. Yeah. All right, Drinky. Sure thing.
Learn to drive, you stupid dog. And they just happen to be filming.
It's a ring, a doorbell camera. That is from someone's door. Oh, for God's sake. Is that really the line you go with?
Oh, for God's sake! That sounds like something of Friday night. For God's sake! Oh, what's the guy's name? I can't remember.
The thing that gets me about this, right, and it just isn't. It isn't the dog. It happens in other scenarios not involving dogs. When people try and like stop cars, like they go, no, and they just push the car a bit. It's like, yeah, that's gonna work. 2-ton vehicle.
That's it, Fenton, and I don't even watch it. Fenton. Oh God, Fenton. That's how I could think about.
As its closest relative, can I present to the jury that not only did it have a license to drive, it was an automatic, not a manual. Right. Yeah. All right then.
I can understand. Manuals are the best.
Fucking dogs. Yeah. I rest my case.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of dog-related stuff there. To suggest that dogs... Some of those dogs are stupid. Most of those dogs are stupid, in fact.
All dogs are stupid. Not very dogmatic, yeah. So was the dog in the Discord photoshopped to look like Jez, or was that a coincidence? This is embarrassing. I looked for the dog that looked like the biggest cunt. And I felt like that was a pretty cunty-looking dog.
Yeah.
And now you're saying it looks like me. Thanks, Tamsin.
And Harmstone really loves dogs.
He does.
You won't
Like,
stop going on about.
Why don't you fucking marry a dog, Harmstone?
Yeah.
Rule 1.
Rule 1. It's like he knows everything about every dog. He's obsessed with dogs. Not all dogs are stupid. Some are way smarter than most people.
That is objectively fucking bullshit.
I don't think that's true. Jez has more of a basset hound face.
I do right now because I'm fat, but yes, I see. I've got jowls. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't think you saw the dog that I put in the Discord.
No,
it was while you were ironing your shirt. But I put up a dog picture to tease the episode and just let people know we're going live. Yeah.
I married a dog. Do not recommend. ABG's not bitter.
You listen to ABG.
He has
then and then only, obviously.
Listen, he's like a dog with a bone. He won't let this go. This is, it's if it hasn't been 10 minutes and he's mentioned some sort of issue with his ex-wife, then ABG's clearly been kidnapped and replaced by someone else. It's like, you can imagine if he comes in here one time and it's like, do you know what, my ex was all right, really? And I'll be like, let's get
quick. He needs help.
He needs help. Call an ambulance. Is anyone close where he lives?
And Don't Get Me Started is not sponsored by Pepsi Max, but we remain hopeful, and it fucking should be, frankly.
There is a considerable overlap between the intelligence of the smartest bears and the dumbest tourists. Yosemite Park Ranger. Why it's hard to design a bear-proof garbage can.
Oh, I love that. That's good. That's good. Exclamation Pepsi doesn't work here. Maybe it should.
No.
Maybe it should, but it doesn't. Right. That's not where it ends, though, Alex.
No.
That's not the end of the show.
That's not the end of the evidence for dogs.
Well, there's a bit of dog and people evidence still to come, because maybe the argument is for just throwing the lot in the bin.
Yes.
Dogs, people, all living things, frankly.
Rip it up and start again.
Maybe we're all fucked.
Pepsi Max is rank. It's like decaf coffee.
He's just trying to throw shade because
what
we
are you
came after
talking
beer.
about?
You're talking crap. Also, the problem is coffee, mate. That's your problem.
Decaf coffee is shit.
Yeah, I don't like coffee, so it doesn't taste like coffee. Let me tell you.
Yeah, that's a good point. Do you know what? I don't think ABG and us like the same things.
I'm not sure he's got the most discerning palate, if I'm to be frank.
I mean, we both like gin, so we'll be okay when we eventually hang out.
It'll be okay. Which, Darren, can we book in a date, please? We need to get you on this sofa for a DGMS at some point.
Oh yeah, feel free to come down.
Let's make that happen. Which reminds, actually, we are a guest on another podcast next week.
Shit, yeah. What, next week?
Yeah.
Which day next week?
Monday.
You said that to me before and I was like, So next Monday, we're going to be, is that Absolute Bedlam?
It is. Yeah, I don't think it's a live thing.
No.
So it'll come out at a later date, maybe a lot later date, because I think he records quite a lot in advance. But yes, we will be guests on the Absolute Bedlam podcast.
Then you can listen to it later.
Yeah, but there you go. That's him. Yeah, Instagram.com/Absolute Bedlam podcast. Good job, Harmstone.
Yeah.
Pops in here every now and again. Now, it's time to move on. Would you like to introduce our final segment?
Yes, our final segment. Goodness me, is it that time already? It's 9:45, so we're not gonna get under 2 hours.
But we'll be fucking close.
We will, absolutely. In the segment we love to call "Am I the Asshole?"
Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong.
I really hit the ass there just for you.
Thank you.
Am I the asshole? It doesn't work.
I unsarcastically appreciate that. Yeah.
Am I the asshole? No, I'm saying asshole again. I forgot what I got to say.
Asshole.
Am I the asshole? I can't. I say it now. I sound American.
You can say arsehole. You just can't say arsehole.
Am I the asshole?
Yeah, that's fine. That's ASS. Easy. Done.
It's arse that you don't like.
Exactly.
Right.
And just to make it worse, I once saw one of those bars of soap that said face on one side and arse on the other, and I'm like, I'm never coming here again. What is Am I the Arsehole?
What is Am I the Arsehole? Do you know what? Someone amusingly on TikTok commented that we were arseholes for taking Reddit stories, reading them out, and then using them as content.
And to that person, we say, Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I didn't comment on it, but I'm like, did you not see how well I read out that thing? We're
Also,
bringing.
have you seen all the other bullshit on TikTok? Like, have you seen how little effort other pricks make and
It's
have
like,
millions of likes?
You're complaining
Fuck
to us for taking a shot, for taking a clip out of our own.
Why don't you go and report the
Podcast?
dickheads using fucking
Family Guy
clips relentlessly?
Fuck yeah, now.
Jesus Christ.
Clips of my family. What's the? I can't remember the name of the show. But anyway, it was kind of amusing to hear someone get on that soapbox.
The one comment of the nearly 3,000 comments we have on it is the only one being derogatory about our content. So how about spin on it?
Yeah, there's like 20,000 likes on that fucking thing. Yeah, and here's the thing, Tom, you're absolutely right. So what I was going to say, yeah, tell them to pick a fight with the YouTube reaction videos. There's so many people reacting to stuff. And that's what people are doing. And they have no problem with that. It was just, listen, the person has 230 followers and 5 videos, so...
Which were all like other people's
Which
content.
were all other people's content.
That they'd repurposed.
So, I thought I'd mention it just because it amused me.
I hope you're watching, random dickhead number 4.
Listen, thanks for
Shit
liking it
name, by
anyway.
the way. Yeah. Now, you need to go first because you have the 2.
I have the 2.
Okay.
Okay.
You have the 2.
Let's do it. Eyes down looking for a full house. Am I the arsehole for going home because of my sister's dog being at Sunday lunch? Am I the arsehole for going home because of my sister's dog being at Sunday lunch?
I mean, immediately, without context, it sounds absolutely reasonable that they would get the fuck out of there if there was a dog there.
Let's find out what happens. Throwaway. I presume they mean the dog. Sploosh! You'd be very happy, Jeremy.
Just throw the whole damn dog out.
Get him out of there.
Then you can have your lunch. Easy.
I'll, F33, preface this with saying I don't like dogs.
Good for you.
Straight out of the bat. A woman after your own heart, Jeremy.
If I wasn't married, I'd be hitting them up.
Yep. My sister, F29, has a dog that she says her world revolves around, which is fine. She can do her thing. I just have an issue when it affects me. It is a breed that sheds a lot. Fuck
shed store.
So it's come to this. Fuck shed store. Like she regularly has dog hair on her clothes. I don't eat food from my sister's house. I found dog hair in her cooking before, so I gently pass on her dishes.
Reasonable.
Privately, I've told my mum that I don't like her dog around food and I won't eat my sister's dishes.
Also reasonable.
We were supposed to have a Sunday dinner at my parents' house. Neither my sister or I live at our parents' anymore. I arrived a little early to offer to help and see my sister was already there. Well, I walk in and I see that my sister's dog is also at my mum's house. I've never been at my mum's helping my mum cook. Apparently she had offered a few days earlier. My mum accepted. I didn't know this was happening. Next thing I know, the dog is trotting through the kitchen. This whole situation was too much, and I told them I wouldn't be eating this food. They ask why. I tell them why. My sister says I'm blowing things out of proportion. Mentions lots of people eat food prepared where dogs are nearby. I tell her I'm not one of those people.
Nope.
I just decide to go home. I leave the dessert I made and I ended up ordering Chinese. When dinner was supposed to happen, my phone was blowing up and I was told I should have just dealt with it by multiple family members. So, am I the arsehole?
See, that was funny because it almost sounded like you said multiple family members.
Multi-ball.
As in molting.
Oh.
Like the dog and its food.
I see.
Its hair and the food. Yeah. Yeah. I do appreciate that Harmstone has been objective on this poll.
I know, right?
Choices are, you're the arsehole, Dogger is a VGB. Not the arsehole, no, that's grim. Or everybody sucks here.
Do you know what? I mean, vote
Reasonable
away
choices.
if you feel like voting.
Yeah.
You are 100% the arsehole, says Will.
Well, I look forward, Will, to serving you your dog hair pie.
Will, you're happy with the dog being around the food and getting the hair in the... You can't have hair, dog hair in food.
It's not molting in the pot, is it? Well, it's probably molting on the person, and the person is doing the food.
They're not picking up the dog and shaking the dog into it like a pepper grinder.
Yeah.
Just the hair gets everywhere. And then the hair gets on the clothes and on the hands, on the stuff and on the counter, and it just gets everywhere.
Even Harmstone, king of the VGB, says dogs shouldn't be in the kitchen.
If they could have kept the dog out of the kitchen, it probably would have been okay. But the fact they're like, listen, we're doubling down on this dog. Not only are we bringing it here, we're making sure as much hair can get into it.
I hate to be in a dog hair environment. I hate to be in any hair environment. Yeah.
That's the thing. This is one that sheds hair a lot. You're the arsehole. Doggo is a very good boy. And Jesus Christ. What's wrong with these people?
I will say, not the opinion of Reddit.
No?
Nope.
What do they say?
They were firmly in the "you are not the arsehole" camp.
I don't think you're the arsehole.
No.
But listen, I want to go... By the way, normally we all agree, but in this one we seem like we don't agree. Are we meant to, for the purposes of hitting a button at the end, go with what we think or what they think? I don't remember what we're doing.
Well, we should go with what they think.
Right.
But, you know...
Well, maybe we can transition and say, I don't agree with this.
Yeah, we can preface that, yeah. Yeah.
I think this is... Listen, because just before we have to do this, I mean, someone brings a dog around and hair gets in the food and then you eat the dog hair pie. Fuck that shit. How can you possibly be okay with this? But the chat has spoken and said that unequivocally they are the arsehole. But
however,
chat is often wrong.
Yeah, the true answer for all reasonable people is that the op is not the arsehole.
I mean, Harmstone does say, like, you might be thinking at home, everyone sucks here. And maybe they do.
I mean, I think that she handled it in the best way possible. It's not like she threw a hissy fit and said, like, I'm not eating until the dog's fucking out of here or something like that. She was just like, no, don't like this situation. You carry on doing your thing and you enjoy what you're doing. I'm going to take myself out of the situation. The other option was to cause a ruckus. She was just like, no, I'm out. See you later. Thanks. Bye. How else could she have handled it? That's the question.
Yeah, I mean, I've thrown it away. I don't know why I'm looking back at it because it's not there.
Looking back
over my paper. Yeah, that's true. She didn't know it's going to happen. What would you do? It's like, no, you find hair in your food and you find a bit more hair in your food and you find a bit more hair. You're like, oh, there's just hair in my food.
Do I suck it up and eat the unhygienic thing, or do I just go home and have a Chinese?
Doesn't seem like it's much of a debate, really, but anyway. I think we're splitting hairs at this point, but
Joke's on her, though. The Chinese also contained dog. That's a terrible joke. Possibly even slightly racist, but it was funny. Now, am I the arsehole?
Oh, yes.
Am I the arsehole for leaving my friend's dog at a shelter after she abandoned him at my home?
Okay.
Interesting one.
Yeah.
I'm 35 female. I have a friend, 32 female, who asked me to dog sit her poodle for 2 weeks while she was on vacation with her husband.
Okay.
I had some rough batches.
So glad you did that.
I think it's supposed to say patches, but it says batches.
Okay.
I had some rough patches.
You just can't resist.
Can't stop.
Okay, don't do it again.
Okay. I can't fucking do it. I can't say it. You say it. Just say that sentence.
I had some rough batches.
It's supposed to be patches.
I thought you just meant to say it verbatim again.
No. I had some rough patches with this... I said it in everything, Alex! Breathe. I know I'm going to say this and he's going to do it again.
I'm not going to do it. Look, I'll drink wine.
Tom's like, fuck's sake. Do you know how I have to edit this? I had some rough patches with this friend before, but she paid me before I had to take care of her dog, and my house is big, so I agreed. I really like dogs. I've had many throughout the years, and now I have one golden good boy named Dorado.
Jesus, just as bad as Harmston.
But I really hated this dog. Peed everywhere, was destructive, picked fights with Dorado. I mean, you named your dog Dorado.
Dorado? Well, like El Dorado.
Them be fighting words, you know?
Like, this name's like Lawrence Dorado, like El Dorado, and they call it Dorado. Dorado?
I'll meet you at sunrise at El Dorado.
Dorado. Why are you calling it Dorado? What a stupid fucking name.
Only one of us walks away.
Oh my God. Anyway.
Picked up fights with Dorado. Felt entitled to my food while having a full bowl untouched. And even shitted on my bed. Out of all the places he could shit, decided to shit on my bed.
My sandwich!
After 2 weeks, I called my friend, expecting her to be back in town and to come get her little monster back. She never answered. No text, no social media, nothing. After I tried to reach her on Instagram, I was blocked!
Blocked! This is amazing! Oh my God, this is amazing.
I waited for her to appear at my front door, but that never happened. I called her husband, also ghosted me. After 10 days of being ghosted, I'd had enough.
I went round to her house.
I went to a shelter. I dropped the dog there. They won't accept any pet dogs into the shelter, so I said it was a stray dog. Lots of stray poodles out there.
That's clever. Gets around that.
I finally had peace at home. And 1 week later, my friend called me, saying she was coming back for her dog.
Hang on a minute. Now hang on a cotton pick a minute. Hang on a minute.
I feel like Harmstone is prematurely polled there. I'm not quite finished.
You ghosted, blocked, ignored, and now you're communicating. Oh, you have to know more.
I blow up at her, asking where the hell she was.
The fuck have you been?
And that I got tired of waiting, so I dropped the dog at a shelter. She started fighting with me over the phone, saying that it was unfair, that I was putting her dog on danger. I think you mean in danger. That I was putting her dog in danger, and that I could have just waited a little longer.
You blocked her!
I sent her the shelter address, and some days later, she said she was going to sue me because she had to buy her dog back. Parentheses, this shelter doesn't sell dog.
So that's a lie.
So
I had to buy the dog back from somewhere it doesn't sell them, so I'm lying. What? Who? How are you friends with this person? You agreed to do this on the basis you're friends. It doesn't sound like you're friends. Can you imagine if Captain Brilliant gave me his dog for a bit, he went off to, Ibiza for a bit, and then just completely vanished off the face of the earth? It'd be weird. You'd never see him again.
Wouldn't happen. You'd never take his dog. You'd tell him to fuck off.
That's true, but it sounds like a reasonable exchange. Anyway, carry on. Sorry, I'm getting really heated about this. This is crazy, right?
Yeah, so parentheses, the shelter doesn't sell dogs. Maybe she was charged an adoption fee. She is making... You're ringing the bell there.
Ding, ding, mean to. Just like... Bing, bing. All change.
She is making my life so much more dramatic right now. Maybe I should have waited a few more days?
No.
Question mark?
No.
Was I wrong for
No.
what I did? Am I the arsehole?
You are not the arsehole. Press the button. What the ever-living fuck is going on in this? I mean, I know I love to jump in, but I just couldn't help myself, Jeremy.
No, and it was reasonable jumping in.
Yeah.
You were like one of those dogs that just keeps jumping up at the fucking window.
I was like one of those dogs. That's the kind of dog I'd be, I think. I'd be like a little yappy dog that wants lots of attention all the time and can't stop fucking barking. And
Throw
then
them
occasionally
both in the sea. Everyone sucks in.
No.
No. It's a very long poll, and I think you might have. Did you do another poll? Oh fucking hell! You're the arsehole. Poodles are arseholes. Harmstone getting spicy. Not the arsehole. Friend is bonkers. That's the right answer. And everyone sucks here. That's another wrong answer, but less spicy.
Look, the answer I would have accepted here. I mean, they're meant to be on holiday, but she calls them up when ostensibly they're back from holiday. So what I would have liked to have seen in this, and it might have cut around it if it wasn't possible, is for them to go back to their house. Like if it's a friend that lives around the corner, I just come out like it was your house. I just like drive round to your house,
door,
knock on the door, and they'd be like, because that's the sound they make when they open the door, and then just give the dog back. Although I would say, I would jump to a reasonable conclusion that if they're not answering their phone and blocking you on every communication device, they're probably not going to answer the door either. So my first thing would be to go around there and like, hey, are you back? And then like deal with it. But if you get blocked and basically told to fuck off, what are you meant to do? Keep the dog forever?
I mean, the other thing that she could have done, which would have been irresponsible, is to just go and leave the dog like on the doorstep.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
I feel like they did the responsible thing in making sure that it was cared for and putting it in a shelter, because the other options were far more grim. So no,
I mean,
no way.
What is the grace period here? How long are you expected to wait? I don't know if it says, or I can't remember if it says like how long they waited before it's like, hang on, it's been like 2 weeks, and you have holidays are.
So there was the initial 2 weeks,
right,
and then there was 10 days of ghosting that followed.
Fuck off! Like if I say when you, by
so
the
that's
way,
almost a month you've had this dog that shits on your bed and you don't like, and clearly doesn't like you either.
Can I just say something here? I mean, it's weird that the friend suddenly became not a friend anymore enough that they could happily block them, ignore them. They were ready to scorch the earth on this one in order to get rid of the dog, because they knew the dog was a shitty, fucking, barking, irritating, cunty mess. And they're like, how are we going to get rid of this dog? And it's like, okay, let's put it to our friend, pretend to go on holiday, ghost the shit out of them until they go, okay, I'll keep it. Then we just never see them again. And that was their plan. And after a couple of weeks of this, they're thinking, hang on a minute, I missed the dog, and maybe this plan was fucking stupid, so we'll go back to them and they'll be fine. And then they lose their mind. And that's exactly what happened here. Because it's really, really weird. If I went on holiday and I said, I'm going to Germany, and you say, how long? And I'd say 2 weeks. Then after 2 weeks, you'd be like, oh, are you back? Do you want to go out for a drink? Yeah. You wouldn't be surprised to learn that I was gone away for another 10 days on top. You wouldn't expect... This is all bullshit. I don't understand. You don't respond to me. This is it. I'm losing my mind over this fucking one. But like, this is it. If you don't respond to messages, like, answer the phone.
What other option did she have? Like, she can't just keep someone else's dog indefinitely.
Indefinitely.
Especially when it's causing trouble with her own dog.
Yes. And here's the other thing, it's just like, then the audacity of the original owner, is it? The owner itself. The audacity.
You could have waited.
Like, I ignored you, blocked you, to all intents and purposes forever, and then tries to sue you for not waiting. What? For how long? How long? Oh my God. It's the blocking that makes... If they kind of like... It might have even been... They might have had plausible deniability if they hadn't blocked and just not answered the phone. They could have been like, oh, we ran out of credit.
Turn my phone off because I didn't want like roaming charges and shit.
Roaming charges abroad. I'm really so sorry. I mean, at that stage you could have emailed, listen, I can't get in touch with you. But it's it's bullshit. Yeah, it was obviously there was shenanigans.
There was a plan. You can't explain that with a delayed flight. No, 10 days is unreasonably long.
This was a deliberate thing. And then in order to get out of all that shit, they have to double down. They can't... There's an opportunity here to kind of like make up a lie and say, oh, lie. Or say, God, I'm so sorry, I'm a fucking twat. I tried to ghost you and admit it. They have to go the other way and go, what? You did what? And then just kind of like, that's the only way for a cunt to get out of it, is double cunt.
Yeah.
You think I'm the arsehole? No, you're the arsehole. And it's like, what? That's how arseholes try and get rid of everything. Double down.
That is what they say. Two cunts do make a cunt.
Yes. Which is why I'm so forthright about this.
Yeah, so I don't think that we even need to...
I refuse.
...solicit opinion.
I don't care what your opinion is.
The correct answer is that the op is not the arsehole. That one was pretty heated. And I feel like this one could be more so, to be honest with you.
Last one.
It's the final asshole.
I do appreciate Alex only saying arsehole, and I honestly can't be certain what I'm saying anymore. The word has lost all meaning. Arsehole. Arsehole.
Again, this is all reasonable.
Yeah. Am I the arsehole? Yeah. Asshole mio. Right.
You do understand that American people and British people say the same word differently, right? You do understand that. And so when we say arsehole, that's us saying ASSHOLE. And it doesn't sound like asshole because we don't have American accents. You do get that. Just making that clear.
Okay.
Got it? Cool.
Right. Am I the arsehole for telling him to get rid of the dog after the dog ate all of my food? Am I the arsehole for telling him to get rid of the dog after the dog ate all my food? It feels that they get to the punchline on that in the headline, but anyway.
Tamsin, you were wrong.
Arse is arse. Ass is ass. I can't get into this now, otherwise it'll be annoying to edit. We are both 26, just for background. I've been telling him to rehome the dog for months. He brought the dog home 4 months ago. His mother gifted him the dog behind my back.
Fucking mother-in-laws.
You would have heard the dog behind your back, I think. What was that? And I knew for an absolute fact that we were not in a spot financially to care for the animal. He refused, saying he was already attached to the dog and she was too cute to rehome. And he felt like he couldn't rehome the dog due to the amount of money his mother spent on the dog for him, $1,200.
Yeah, because other people don't like cute dogs, so obviously you can't rehome it to another family that can afford it.
And I love the way that he couldn't rehome it because the mum's already got a sunken cost of $1,200 and we're balls deep in the dog.
Well, that was fucking hell, Alex. Completely threw off my train of thought there.
That's not what I meant. I'm just saying the mum was balls deep in the dog.
Right.
If that clears things up.
Rule 1 indeed. Yeah. What was I going to say? No, it's gone. Carry on.
This is a dog breed he has been wanting for as long as I've known him.
Giggity.
Anyways, fuck's sake. It started getting incredibly frustrating recently because the dog, who is 2 years old, has behavioral and medical issues, and we are now in debt. We are almost $200 overdrawn on our bank account.
That's not very much, but carry on.
Mm-hmm. Due to an unexpected trip to the emergency vet. I told him not to bring her and that she was fine. He brought her anyways. Stop saying anyways. $650 later.
Now we're getting into difficult territory, yeah.
And overdrafting on our account, the vet told him the dog was just high. My husband's buddy was over and smoked in front of the dog, so she was stoned.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Got the dog stoned, aside from the fact that you're smoking weed, which is fucking stupid anyway. So he overdrafted our account, knowingly neither... I'm going to read this verbatim. So he overdrafted our account, knowingly neither of us get paid until next week to make sure his dog was okay.
Is she also high?
She was in the room at the same time, Jeremy.
Some words.
Knowingly.
In a weird order.
Anyways. We have no food in the house and now have no money for gas to get to work. My boss was lenient enough to let me work from home, but my husband has to be in office. His boss knows we are struggling and is super generous and actually bought both me and my husband food today. They came to drop it off with me at noon. When I tell you I was drooling, thinking about eating for the first time in 2 days.
2 days?
It would be an understatement. Just note that the dog has plenty of food, for reference. So they bring the food over and come inside and they put it on the table. I go to hug my husband and his boss saying thank you, and that dog got up on the table, knocked the food down, and wolfed it down in 2 seconds flat.
Fuck me.
I immediately started crying and telling him to get the dog out of here, and I was done. Oddly enough, his boss is on my side, not only because of the money, but because he knows I'm spiraling from stress over this. My husband, on the other hand, is telling me I'm being overdramatic and not thinking clearly because I'm hungry. A situation he created. And says, not only am I incredibly selfish and inconsiderate, but he won't rehome her. Am I the asshole?
For fuck's sake. Honestly, she is at ultimatum stage here.
She is.
It is very much, it's me or the dog. You can enjoy your spiraling debt and stupid fucking dog, or you can have this.
I love how ABG there's just like some go-to things in ABG's brain, but I love it's like she's clearly shagging the boss.
Yeah, must excuse dog behavior. Clearly shagging the
Which
boss.
the boss, the
Her
husband's boss, the one that
who
brought
is
the food.
sympathetic towards her food being eaten by the fucking dog.
Yeah.
Let's see if we have any.
Do you know what? It
any
could be on
quality
that one.
titles here. You're the arsehole. Doggo is priority. Not the arsehole. Rehome the boyfriend.
Rehome the
Rehome
boyfriend.
everyone. Or everybody sucks here.
Oh my god.
I do like the rehome everyone option.
Rehome everyone. What does everybody think in general anyway? I don't know what people were saying at any rate, but
No real opinions on this one. Yeah.
guess someone's mother-in-law is being re-gifted a dog then.
And that's the thing. That I think that's what I was trying to say when you casually brought up bestiality, was that the mother put all the money into this dog. Like,
Yeah.
Just like that.
Give-
Which she wore gloves. Give the dog back to the mother and say, your dog, your fucking problem.
Yes. The husband, the other half is yes, the husband. The husband wanted this dog but can't afford it.
Yeah.
It's like, look, I would love to live in a larger mansion, as it were, than Borton Towers. I'd like to have
Like 74 wings rather than
Yes.
62.
I would like to have a bigger place, but I know it would cost too much. So you just don't buy things which are out of your range of being able to afford them monthly, month on month.
Like, I would like to have extra rooms for like a pool table
Yes.
or a model railway.
But you
But
can't.
I don't have the money for that.
So look,
So I don't.
and for the same reason, this guy's like, I want this dog. And she's like, we can't afford it. It will put us in debt. We won't be able to eat. And he's like, so? I want dog, don't I? And it's like, mate, stop being a cunt. Give the dog back. Because the dog's going to suffer in the end because, well, actually, the dog seems to be not suffering
No,
at all.
the dog seems to be A-okay in this situation, eating all the food.
My mum bought an expensive cat, but I don't want Alex to say anything about her being balls deep. It's just weird. I would never say such a thing.
No.
It's not the arsehole for me, surprisingly. The husband has overruled her and decided to get the dog when he hasn't got the money for it. It's cruel for the dog if he can't afford it. Yeah. Ultimately, that's kind of where I was driving at. In the end, the dog will suffer because there's
Eventually. But at the moment, the only person suffering is the op.
Yeah.
And that is hugely unreasonable. Release the dog into the wild.
Yes.
Release the hounds.
It's brilliant, really. And the dog's getting high because he's like, here's the thing, do what you want, but I do feel like smoking pot is kind of just like a slacker activity. And so all I've got this in my head is this woman putting up with her boyfriend just getting, and his buddy coming around just smoking up the fucking place while the dog is just like
The dog's
eating
probably sat in the corner smoking a spliff as well. And just... Getting down like Snoop. Well, I
Listen.
think it's fairly clear cut. Alex, what do you think?
The op is not the arsehole.
Mother-in-law is the arsehole. She started this. Once you've got a dog you love, you're in a pickle. No, not really. Just no.
Dog has munchies from being hot. See previous story. Dog has munchies from being hot.
Hey.
I'd like some munchies right now. By which I mean the little.
The little chocolate with biscuit and
in the
caramel
middle.
in there.
Oh yeah,
yeah, they're good.
I would
Yeah.
love some munchies.
Yeah, ABG suggests eat the dog. Works out for everyone. Hey, it's true.
Not for the dog.
Unless you don't like hair in your food.
In which case, you would definitively have hair in your food. Just give the dog back to the mum.
Yeah. And if she wants to recoup some funds, she can sell it on to a loving family that will care for it.
This is the thing. It's like, yeah, well, listen, we've already spent loads of money on the dog, so the only recourse is to spend even more that we don't have.
Yeah, it's not a fucking housemate.
Yeah.
You can't flip it and make a profit.
No.
It'd be pretty pissed off if you flip it, in fact. It'd probably bite you.
Flip it for real. Well.
I have an idea. Find a friend to look after it for a few weeks, then ghost them.
Correct. That is how to
That
deal
is
with
how
this.
you respond to this situation.
Yes, 100%.
Yes. Well,
I
think that rather neatly, only 15 minutes over my my estimated time. I don't know why I wanted to keep it under 2
Well, it
hours
was 15
today,
minutes
but
too, a quarter to, so we did that in half an hour, did we? And it's like basically a 10-minute per, was it?
yeah, something
trying to
like
remember
that.
what it was.
Just about.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think it's time to wrap things up.
Yep. Yep. Let's just jump on.
Thanks so much for joining
Twitch.
us tonight. We'll obviously be back next Tuesday with more shenanigans, more Am I the Arseholes, more shit. And if you want to send us literally anything, we'll probably find some way to make content out of it. It only takes a small spark of controversial bullshit for us to talk about it for probably an hour. Yeah, faux show.
Cool.
So yeah, and do follow us on the socials. It's going off, and we put something on every Tuesday, every Saturday. Tom's been editing the shit out of it. Please, I mean, I would say go to TikTok because it's great, but go for the other ones as well because we get some likes and shares on that. It'd be really good.
Yes.
More sharing, more good stuff if you be so kind, because it's really going to help this whole channel grow. I can already feel more people coming in, and it's really great. But that's all from me. Anything else, or shall we just fuck off and raid?
No, I think this is a good time to end because, quite frankly, this show has gone to the dogs.
Outset.